y'all doing? Welcome to the live stream. Make sure you guys double tap on your way in. I would appreciate it. Hey, how y'all doing? What's up? So I love your top. Thanks. It's literally it's a regular tank. Hey, how y'all doing? We can do some readings. We can get started if y'all would like. What's the deal, Julrae? What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? Look, you want to know something? For the most part, I love my energy because for the most part, I'm always in a good Zen state. But I feel like what helps you be in a Zen state is not giving a fuck about other people, especially if they don't matter. Like, could you imagine? I don't think people realize the fact that since I was like super young, I've always had haters. Like, I've always had people try to destroy my peace, my happiness, my joy. Like, I feel like I have a supernatural source of joy, so it doesn't matter about my happenings, which is connected to happiness. The inner joy, since the world didn't give it to me, they can't take it away from me. Like, could you imagine? I've been through so much in life. I don't think people really compute that. So whenever people are trying to inflict something upon me to make me like go against myself, aka I look at myself like I'm not worthy. I look at myself like something's wrong with me. That don't make sense to me at this point in time in life. But part of the reason why it doesn't make sense is because I already have been through that. I learned that lesson probably before the age of 12. And some people are still stuck in a mind frame from the age of 12. And that's why they keep trying 12-year-old shit. You know? Like, could you imagine? Like, I already have experienced life with the feeling, the knowing, and the awareness that nobody gave a fuck about me. Like, legit. Like, nobody gave a fuck about me. They didn't care if I was alive or not. Probably more times than not, probably cared if I was off this earth. So there, I don't think people realize that. I feel like if people understood the levels of being downtrodden, of picking up your cross, of being crucified, I don't think if people really understood the magnitude of what I've already experienced, maybe it will put it in their mind why whatever their little petty things don't work. Baby, I've walked through the valley of the shadow of death. Do you know what that shadow of valley of death means? Everything around you is spooky wooky and it's dead. It's already decayed. There's no love in the valley of the shadow of death. And guess what kept me? My rod, my staff. It wasn't a man, it wasn't little girls in a petty group chat. It was none of those things. It wasn't even my own mama and daddy. It was my staff. I don't think people understand that. So it's so like I don't think me saying this though, I don't think that people would ever stop trying to inflict pain upon me. It's just weird because my threshold for pain is so extreme and I've already experienced it through life. So there's not anything anybody could do to date that could ever really get me out of my body to where I'm like it would have to be I just don't see it happening. I feel you. My energy is so vibrant now. I feel like I should protect it. That I know God got it. I'm just saying, like, I think people confuse my joy with external happiness. Like, could you imagine? Like, my type of joy since I was younger has literally had people just targeting me for no reason. They just felt like I deserved it. Like I was too happy to disturb their demons. They felt like, oh no, what you happy about today? Like, could you imagine? God forbid I could have a husband right now that's out there doing knick-knack paddywhack with the next hoe, the last hoe, the next hoe, and they keep on trying to check on the energy to see if I give a fuck. I just smashed this ugly ass spot. What you think? You feel some type of way yet? Could you imagine? Like, I've experienced those types of relationship dynamics already. It doesn't make me think less of myself. It just makes me think that those people are in a out like to me that's like an outdated version of experience of life because I already experienced it years and years and years ago. Does that make sense? Like, could you imagine? I wouldn't even look at that as God's best for me in energy quality. Like, I would just assume like, I don't think that that's really necessarily for me then, right? Stuff like that. So it's like, could you imagine? Like, the only thing anybody could ever do is try their hardest to like make me feel some type of way, and it just will never work. I feel like I have the option to refuse. You want me to get betrayed for what reason though? Like, what exactly did I do? I just exist. I threaten you. I'm shining too bright. I'm too great. I'm too good at things that I'm doing. Well, the reason why I'm so great at doing things is because I didn't have the weight of fake people around me because I cut them off. I didn't have the weight of, you know what I'm saying? Could you imagine? I'm not caring about this frivolous stuff. Like, I feel like I already been there, done that. When it comes to like manifesting certain things on this earth, I feel like I already been there, done that. Not trying to be funny. I know I still got a lot more to do on this earth because I'm still here, alive, breathing. I've survived several near-death experiences, even one to where somebody put a gun up to me. Even to one where somebody tried to kill me with their bare hands. Even to one where somebody tried to kill me with a knife. Like, I've been through so much that should be like, I should be out of my mind right now because no human being should survive that much trauma. And then to just go about life, and then there's strangers also that you never even got in contact with physically, also plotting on your demise, on your peace and your happiness, and stalking your energy and all kinds of stuff. I promise you, I should have lost my mind a long time ago. I don't think people understand the threshold for not just pain, but the threshold of being aware of how much evil exists in this world is so high. I feel like people don't understand. Like, y'all have never experienced the side of God's perfect love. Like, I've seen God love me so much to where I know for a fact I'm good. I'm good with I've survived life so long with nothing and nobody essentially. I know I'm good. Somebody said I died 3 times, kept bringing me back. I wanted to stay gone. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be funny, and I'm not trying to say this to tempt anybody to want to cross over. But when you're about to be welcomed into heaven, I just imagine it just feels so beautiful. It just feels like love. It's just like like, could you imagine you felt like you didn't experience no love in life? Like, when it's exactly your time. I don't believe in people wanting to forge their time. But I mean, when it's exactly your time, I just feel like that release is just all of love. It's just ooey gooey. It's just amazing. It's an amazing feeling. You know who fears death the most? Narcissists. Why do narcissistic people and psychopaths and sociopaths, why do they fear death the most? Because partially, they don't know where they're going to go. They don't really pay attention to want to know about the other side and the other whatever. But I don't know. Hey, everybody in the chat. I hope all is good with you guys. I'm just letting you guys know some things. There's people who really got it confused. Like, it's people who I know for a fact think that they know me. They think they know everything about me. They think they know, oh, she's a really good person and she's sensitive, so this gonna break her. Obviously, you don't know me. Like, and then the fact that you want that to happen to a perfect stranger, do y'all not look at yourselves and just realize that it's ugly in your aura? Like, could you imagine? Could you imagine, like, you working together with people and collaborating in hopes of breaking somebody down, and you think that's okay? You think that people, that's love. Do y'all not realize that? Do y'all not realize that? Sometimes some people's threshold of being able to have a capacity to care about somebody and love is legit pain. They feel like that's how they express that they love people because that's what they give to themselves. They give themselves pains. Every situation in life that they experience is them the ones suffering and pretending everything's okay. And every time they see somebody balance, they even get more, they suffer. There's somebody pretending right now to be okay. Have y'all ever said the prayers to the Most High God? Most High God, please expose to me people with false masks that's around me. And even around my husband. Do y'all ever pray stuff like that for you and your loved ones? I only said that as an example. Do y'all ever pray for stuff like that? So that way you can finally open your eyes like, you're really a devil? Like, yeah. If somebody's also participating in demonic, devilish things, are you surprised that they're a devil? Is that something that angels do? Jury, you're looking so beautiful. Thanks, Ayush. Look, I feel like God, the Most High God's gonna keep blessing me, favoring me, and protecting me. That's all a part of the package. I don't even have to say a prayer, and that's part of the package. And the reason why I know that is because even when I was young and I was invited into this world, this fallen world, I've seen evil since then. And I was protected then. So what y'all think that because the more I get, I'm saying this also because the more that this channel grows in itself, and the more I grow in itself, the more of that dark energy that's attracted to the light. Because all energy is attracted to the light. Everybody that joins my page isn't a good person. Is what I'm really trying to say this for too. So if all kinds of energy is drawn to the light, this is just your PSA. I promise you, I've been having unforeseen haters since my whole entire life. This is a walk in the park for me. How about you? Because nothing's ever going to affect me or penetrate me. All it's going to do is that once it's completely revealed, people are going to see how fucked up of a person that you are. Like, wow, girl, you lost it. Like, you're just like obsessed with this. Like, even for that, like, there's people who are already obsessed with who I am as a person. There's already people who's like, I'm just using an example. I imagine, let me say it like this. I imagine there's people that's going to be obsessed with whoever I'm supposed to divinely be connected to. And don't you think that they're going to be obsessed with the other one too? That's even more obsession. Somebody said, "Can you smell your? Can I smell?" You see what I'm saying? They're that's the haters right there. Could you imagine? They think that that's what it means to like live life is to be a hater. Oh, no peace, no joy, no happiness in your life. Oh. Can I smell my cooch? Y'all want to know? My husband be smelling my cooch, and it be smelling good. Somebody said I sense evil people. I'm just saying she's on vacation with her best friend. Craig, I don't got time for you right now, Craig. I'm just saying, like, it's just so crazy because, like, could you imagine, like, God having His best for you, but you do everything you do everything to avoid it. That's how people live their lives daily, and it's not easy to be in alignment to and to accept God's best. That's why there's so much evil. There's so many people who feel like they're supposed to win and being evil. Some people who's acting like this, oh yeah, I'm just so kind and sweet. They're the most calculated people when it all goes down. When it all goes down, they're calculated. They want people in balance. They're evil. They're enemies. I would not trust anybody who will sit there and intentionally, consciously do evil with me. And then I sit there and think that they're not in that same capability to do evil towards me or to have, you know what I'm saying, alternative motives. Some people feel like if you do evil with somebody, you can trust them. Not all the time. Sometimes that means that they go on for anything. They out for self. What is their self-interest? What is your self-interest and motives? So you would do evil with me, and I'm supposed to just treat you like you're like what? Open arms? People grab their phones too fast, leaving no time to think. God speaks within your thoughts. How you doing, Real Karen? Welcome back. I'm just saying. It's a lot of weirdos, okay? It's a lot of fakeness. It's a lot of people who want to pretend. It's a lot of people who sit there, and because you're the one that's always putting yourself out there, they're sitting there studying your energy so they can figure out, oh, I'm going to be like this in her energy. There's more people who don't know who they are and are snakes in the grass than there is the opposite. So you got to watch the snakes because they watching you, right? Or at least just be in awareness of the fact that that happens. So who the heck is going to get caught off guard by a snake that they know is there? You can't really get caught off guard by a snake that knows they're there. Like what? Tony, you shouldn't went through that game. I didn't see what Tony said he went through. But I'm just saying, it's a lot of weirdos. It's easy to say what you want because nobody knows who you are. Who is Mustang Mike talking to? Is he talking to me? Is Mustang Mike talking to me? It's a lot of people who know who I am. It's a lot of people who have been knowing who I am for a long time. I'm not trying to say that I'm like freaking world famous necessarily, but I'm still saying that there's a lot of people who knows who I am. Yeah, they are. Yeah, 100%. It's a lot more people that I'm not even consciously aware exist that knows who I am. I mean, the proof of that is my whole YouTube account in general. Like, a lot of people don't like the fact that I could just say something for what it is. Like, they feel like I'm trying to toot my own horn. I don't like when people do that towards me because it's like, if y'all really wanted me to be super conceited and tooting my own horn every 5 seconds, y'all would be sick of me. Because I don't even do that now. Y'all can't even understand what humbleness looks like because it's too much greatness that exudes through my aura. So me acknowledging it, it ruffles some people's feathers. But if I don't acknowledge it at all and truly be exactly humble in a sense, that's when people start saying stuff like, you don't know your value. You don't know your self-worth. You don't see yourself correctly. That's when they start saying stupid stuff like that. You give everybody else credit and you never give yourself credit. That's when people are going to start saying stuff like that. You can't win with people because people want to, some people, they just don't, they just feel like they want to be able to say, like, I know you better than yourself. Some people just would love to do that. So it doesn't matter what exactly is the truth. Some people make up a story in their heads about you that's not even true. You know what I'm saying? You can literally go throughout a day, and because you know it will ruffle somebody's feathers or whatever, you just choose not to go through that. And there's somebody sitting there telling them, you know, you really should give yourself more credit. But then if I just state the facts, oh yeah, this, and this, then they're like, girl, you ain't nobody. You can't win for some people. You can't win for some people. So it don't even matter. Like, what the freaks? A lot of people just be upset at the fact that you are in full awareness of who you actually are, what you're capable of, the type of impact you have. Know yourself and you know most people. Exactly. Or just know yourself, period. Most people don't know themselves. Welcome back to the live stream, Emmanuel. Some people love creating negative drama. 100%. Some people, if they can't create conflict within you, they want to create conflict around you, or they just want to see the chaos. The kings and queens, welcome to the live stream. I'm weak at the emoji. Do y'all see the emoji in the chat? Is Crank 007 in the chat by any chance? Everyone is the same yet different. I don't think everyone's the same at all. I'm not going to sit there and try to say everyone's the same. Because in what way do you mean that? Everybody's not the same. The reason why I for a fact know that is because I'm nothing like a lot of these people. A lot of these people, they're just wicked. Their hearts are desperately wicked. Like, what? Could you imagine? What if I linked up to do evil with somebody, upon somebody, and we knew this? Like, we kept on doing this. We kept on doing evil together against somebody. At a certain point in time, you should ask yourself, what is this other person's intentions? Like, because what they're controlling themselves. They probably out of balance, like completely emotionally imbalanced, and like what? They wearing the mask. So you mean to tell me you just gonna sit here and do evil with me against this person? This person don't even deserve it. What if I had my own personal reason of doing evil towards somebody, and to me it made sense. But because I was doing it with somebody else, it made you wonder. You're like, hold on, what is your actual intentions here? Because it's not just you doing evil towards this person. To some extent, that evil is probably far beyond what I'm actually looking at. Because I'm thinking you just doing me a solid because I'm just using you for what you're worth. But at the same time, what's your actual intentions? You doing evil for what reason? Could you imagine? The whole time that person got their whole agenda. And they working it because they think that you're stupid. Do y'all not ever realize that sometimes whenever somebody else has their own agenda and you're not calling it out for what it is, you're still connecting with them in some type of way, they still have a kumbaya-ness in the energy. You ever realize that those people always feel like they pulling the wool over your eyes? Like, for some reason, when people are sinister like that, they always feel like they're the ones pulling the wool over your eyes because they have their own agenda. That's why even with that, like, sometimes I already kind of have a peek of what it's like to be on the other side of life like that. That's exactly what ends up happening. And then you might think that it's superficial stuff. Oh, well, this person has an agenda for this, this, and this. No, sometimes the agenda be something different. But yeah, there's a horror among thieves. There's no honor among thieves. 100%. And some people would just be walking into the freaking, they be collaborating with their own demise. Because imagine, and let me take it a step further. If you guys are creating evil together to target at another individual and it's not working, that evil that's created, it still has to work somewhere. So is it working on you, that person, or something else? Like, that's another thing to think about too. That's another thing to think about. That's nothing that I have to be concerned about or worried about, by the way. Because, like, what? The Most High God loves me and favors me. So all evil goes back. But I'm just saying, yeah, man, you can do evil. Yes, ma'am, we can do evil together. I'm just saying, I don't think people are realizing the secret and motives and agendas, because some people, they'll sit there and be obsessed. They be obsessed with people to the point where they sit there and do studying and researching. Some people be having papers out, diagrams and notebooks and stuff on how they're going to go about a situation. It be that serious for a lot of people. Like what? So yeah, anyways, a lot of people my whole entire life have always tried to minimalize me. And it's so weird because I never was trying to be loud. So the fact that people went out their way to minimize me and not trying to be loud was proof enough at the fact that, like, y'all scared? Are y'all good? Like, are y'all scared about something? Like what? The more I sat there and just like allow people to just live their life, like, I've been observing people my whole entire life. I don't think people understand that. I've been observing all kinds of people. All kinds of people my whole entire life. So the way in which I've seen the way most people want negativity, it's just like, you're the one with the problem though. Like, you're the one with the obsession with me. You're the one with the problem with me. And you wish so bad that you were the one that was powerful enough to issue out me karma. But the craziest thing about it is the fact that when you are on your own journey with Christ, you go through your own afflictions and sufferings as is, right? So if I already went through enough afflictions through Christ and my connection with Christ, what the freak is somebody in their full carnality and their full karmic nature? What the freak is they gonna do to me though? Like, do y'all not know? Y'all, they don't care about this, by the way. They're not really truly connected to their higher self, source, whatever. When Jesus was about to get crucified, a few different things happened that could break any human being. Something I want to talk about is the fact that when he was in the garden, he kept on asking the people around him. These people were tested, tried, and true, by the way. He kept on asking them, hey, can you just pray with me an hour? They kept falling asleep. Do you know how powerful prayer is? The reason why Jesus always prayed, the reason why Daniel and the lions den always pray, the reason why Joseph and the coat of many colors always, the reason why people always pray is because prayer to the Most High God is powerful. He knew what was about to happen next. He knew he was about to get crucified. So the fact that he kept on asking his actual, those were the real ones. Those were the real ones that he asked in his circle. Can you pray with me an hour even? And nobody was able to pray for him. That means that there's always going to be a season in life when you actually fall in Christ, that you're going to look around and the people who are tried and true are not going to be there. And if you're not careful, you might start blaming them. Even Job, you might start blaming them. Oh wow, like nobody's there for me, da da da. No, even Christ went through it, so who are you? If Christ went through that, who do you think that you are to not go through that type of situation? Where you're real ones. Or like Job. Job actually just had some fake people around him that couldn't see him correctly. So if our Father, my Father, Jesus Christ went through that, who are you? Who am I? So nobody, if nobody has ever been through that season to where you look around and nobody's there to pray with you an hour, basically really have your six for you, and what you know is gonna, you know that you about to drink that bitter cup. That in itself feels like a betrayal, because you're like, dang, if only such and such came through for me, I wouldn't even be in this predicament right now. It would have been eased up. That's the first seeming betrayal, in my opinion, that I clocked when I read that part. The second thing that felt like betrayal, after the fact that he's an innocent man and they're continuously punishing him, they're having fun. They sat there and crucified him. They tortured that man on the tree. They tortured that man on the cross. After they tortured him, he looked at the Father in heaven, and the Father in heaven turned away from him. Now there's a verse that says the Most High God is always like watching you, like you're the apple of his eye, right? I'm like paraphrasing in my words because I know that he says that about me to me. So if the Most High God's always watching you, that means that that's a certain level of protection, right? That's a certain level of coverage. Like, I'm always watching you, I'm always protecting you, I always make sure everything's good. I'm protecting you. Could you imagine if he turns around The Most High God turns his back around from people who are completely blasphemous towards him. Jesus, that's the magnitude of Jesus taking upon our sins. Because if it happened the way that it's supposed to happen without Jesus doing that for us, we would have been just as evil and blasphemous. So the Most High God turned away from him like he was the most wicked, despicable. Not to say that that's really the case. I'm just saying that's the feeling that you can feel in that moment. That's another harsh betrayal. Not to mention you got people sitting there, your freaking ops sitting there rolling dice at your feet, making, you know what I'm saying, drinking, and you know what I'm saying? They really, yeah, F that nigga Jesus. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? And they themselves, some of them knew that he was an innocent man. Some of them, complete jealousy, complete envy. Some of them thought he thought too much of himself because he just spoke the truth. Either which way it goes, they sit in there like getting lit off of, you know what I'm saying? Thought they were smoking on Jesus pack type stuff. Jury don't diss Jesus. That's what they was doing. I'm just saying, like, could you imagine? That's exactly what they did to an innocent man that only helped people. I'm trying to explain in the best way that I myself can show you how I viewed that aspect of reading it. It was completely disgusting. That's something that if anybody has a little ounce of humanity, that's enough to really make you sick to your stomach and throw up. If you have an ounce of humanity in you. Could you imagine looking at a young innocent person right now that you care about in your life, in reality, whatever, and they go through that type of punishment and you know for a fact they didn't do it, but you couldn't do nothing about it? That's enough to make you sick to your stomach. I don't think people understand stuff like that. They mocked this man so terrible. When he was thirsty, they put vinegar in his mouth. That is pure evil. He didn't even do nothing. That's pure evil. I'm trying to explain to you guys. There's nothing new under the sun. That type of evil still exists. I'm not unaware of it. I'm not unaware of it. So there's nobody who I feel like should ever think that they about to make me and my feelings. For what? So anyways, there's another aspect that I was going to touch on. But I just feel like that's the magnitude of betrayal, okay? That's the magnitude of betrayal. But until you go through your process of you picking up your cross, you walking, basically that same situation that I'm talking about as well. Until you go through that situation, you will never even get close to even understanding where I'm coming from and my energy. That's really what I'm also saying. You're giving food for thought. I'm just saying, I watched The Passion last night. I gotta go up to my knees and weeping. Y'all want to know something? I actually haven't seen the full entirety of The Passion of the Christ. But that's just how I perceive it from reading it and from my own life experiences of experiencing that type of level of pain. I feel like until you experience those types of level of pain, not to say that I've experienced the exact pain of Jesus, okay? That's God's grace and mercy on me. But I'm just saying, I need to watch that. I've seen this on Netflix. I'm just saying, Jewel, you read the Bible regularly. There was a season in life where I always was in the Bible to the point where I have hidden so many verses in my heart, okay? I'll be honest though, the last time I had actually physically read the Bible was probably a few weeks ago. But I have those verses tucked in my heart. It always comes out almost every day. I don't think I have gone a day for the past like 5 years for sure. I don't think I went a day without mentioning a Bible verse. I ain't Christian, but I've researched Eastern Orthodox deeply, mysticism, and went to Catholic school. Is that Ifa, by the way, Chikozi, or is that something else? I'm not sure. Ita. But I'm just saying, like, I don't think people realize that what they did to him was pure evil. Like, they wanted to take him out. You said it's okay. They wanted to take him out. They was on a mission to take him out, and they did take him out. But do you think that it's just evil? That type of evil still exists on this earth, by the way, is what I'm trying to say. So you can't be out here with Christ's energy and not expecting hate. They hated him. And that's why the world hates you, right? Jewel, the devil got you that night you were possessed. Y'all are funny. Y'all are funny. I'm just saying. They hate Jesus. That's why the world hates you. That's why people go out their way to try to find ways to betray you, to crucify you, to punish you. They feel like you deserve it in some way. They feel like you should do it in some type of way. Like, they feel like you should be that way. You should just be lifeless. Like, you should just be, like, of no use anymore. That's what people be wanting. Not drink from a glass bottle anymore. Oh, I'm just saying. No more bots. Good idea, destroy. Do I still... Where my glass bottle at, y'all? I used that glass bottle to drink my iced coffee this morning. The red nails, I try to tell you, Jewel, but you don't listen. I don't have red nails right now. But that's my sermon tonight, I guess. That's my sermon. They tortured and castrated him. Exactly. Like, what? They tortured an innocent man, an earth angel. Could you imagine that? Think of the most sweetest, purest person that you know in your reality. I think that the closest you can relate to is just a super sweet kid going through like a vicious, overdone, overkill type of persecution. That's what I'm talking about here. That's exactly how a lot of people be acting, though. Like, I feel like that I don't think people are aware sometimes of the fact that that type of spirit that was housed in those people still is on this earth. Like, people still have that within them. That's why there's some people who are just extra sadistic. They get off on it. They're the same people. You definitely didn't see that live. Their real nails wrong. I'm just saying. There's still people to this day. Are those real? Ayush, what are you talking about? Or what real Ayush? What are you talking about, Ayush? Joe on the live where she had real nails and pizza sauce. Anyway. Y'all, look, it's so funny because the way that YouTube took away that live stream, I feel like that's always going to be something that only, like, the core people, in my opinion, the core people who show up on this page that shoot the breeze with everybody, I feel like we will always remember that. I don't even have access to it. Nick told him he have castrated. What does that even mean? I'm just saying. I'm about to finish up my sermon, y'all. So give me a second. Let me just see if there's any more that's gonna come out. I'm just saying, like, a lot of people, they just, you know what I'm saying? People are gonna believe whatever they're gonna believe, but that doesn't make it the truth, and that definitely doesn't mean that that's happening in your reality. Destroy, dang, yep, you know she got. I wanna get freaky with you. Somebody said home. And he picked her up on the side of the road, take her home, smash in the few, and she disappeared. I don't know that song. I feel like Jesus, when they sacrificed me to even have a heavy brown bag and I had to sleep around with, called it my cross. I'm just saying, Gigi, like, everybody don't understand what that is, though. Like, that's my whole point, too. Because, like, there's real life people, like strangers that, like, monitor me. And they're constantly doing, like, these little petty games. Like, it's petty intrigue in my opinion, but they're so serious because they're that limited in their experience of life. So they're always constantly trying to, like, do weird stuff towards my energy, and it's just so weird because it's like, dang, you ain't never really been through nothing. Like, a lot of these people are spiritually dead too, by the way. So it's like, even more so, it's like, you ain't never been through nothing, though. And not to say that nobody has ever been through things, but it's kind of like you don't even understand the spiritual journey in it all. Anyway, I'm about to I feel like I gotta slowly move my leg like that. Y'all, I had an interesting day today. I don't know how long I'm gonna be on live, to be real. Jewel, may Jesus be with you 6 days a week. Saturday he's also the devil can take over. I'm so weak. Y'all, I had fun. That wasn't really the devil as much as that was just my carnal nature. Like, I still, like, people, is I feel like it's the higher energy, yourself, your flesh, and then there's the devil. I don't think the devil really entered the live, really, except for Portia. Portia Spirit and TK Squad, they had the energy of the devil. Right? Because we still on earth. I'm just saying. I feel like people be mixing up the fact that we just have our human choice as well as the devil and whatever else. But yeah. Anyways. But no, they was funny. They had me weak talking about some devil get out of her. Nah, that was you showing it now. What did you talk about? Anyways, y'all ain't never gonna forget that, and that's fine. That's fine. Y'all ain't never gonna forget that. But somebody said, hello, how are you? I'm good. Joanne, not 5 days a week. Where's the other 2 days? What's the other 2 days if it's just 5 days a week? Anybody got any questions we can see on some energy reads? Okay. I still blame Portia. Me too. Portia, the reason why any of all of that happened, which it was fun. Like it was fun. Like it was lit, low key. Kenneth, you gonna ask her on a date again? Look. Somebody said, yo, I think it's funny because there's this person that's constantly saying I love you and you ignore them. I'm like, this person says that sometimes the whole live stream. Nope, I ain't never forgetting. I keep having dreams of that night. I'm so weak. That night was fun. I had so much fun. I ain't gonna lie. It was so random and spontaneous. Did you not have like 300 viewers in here at one point? I think I did. I'm back. This is Kitty Parker. Yeah. It was cool. It was fun. I had fun. It was cool. Maybe we'll have another lit. Maybe we'll have another lit. Y'all, I still have the drink. What time is it? It's 5:30. I had ordered this at 3:50. Yo, I laughed so hard. They put Rachel. Who the fuck is Rachel? Who the fuck is Rachel? When the second girl pulled out the drink, she said, "Order for." And she hesitated. It was a black girl. She said, "Order for." I don't know how to pronounce this. Why you saying Padre, Gigi? Gigi, why you saying Padre? Me and Padre forever. Padre ain't never like what? What? Jewel, can you give Portia a reading and see if she'll paint her nails? Y'all are funny. Low key gaslighting successful. What you mean, Gigi? I can't believe Portia, like, she came in here hating hard. Like, you have no self respect or dignity. Girl, if you don't. I, Portia, if you don't crash that car in a ditch. No, let me stop. I'm glad you back and I like to hear your voice. Oh, yeah, Reptile was calling someone Padre and another girl live. Why was he calling my Padre somebody Padre in a live? Look, that's how much I be on people's mind. They be in other live streams trying to carry it on. What's up with me and you? Check them cards if we match. Let me see. Let me see something. Let me see if Portia ever gonna come back to the live stream, y'all. Let's see. This honestly is like, this is low-key giving me a no card. But if she ever returns to this live stream, it's because of two things. She's going to be expecting smoke or trying to create the smoke. Jewel Brown was in there too, flirting with the girl that was on live. What was the girl? First of all, I don't give a fuck about Brown. Brown was just in here earlier. But what did Reptile say? What did Reptile say? I just want to know so I have my facts straight when he come back. Why was he calling the girl Padre though? Like, Destroyer said free Padre. Jewel got him locked up. I died just a little bit. Jewel, her name London. London what? Y'all are funny. But yeah, is Portia gonna come back to the live, y'all? I don't think that she would without expecting chaos and smoke and or trying to create it. So yeah. But if she did try to come back, to be real, she might try to make peace. That's the craziest part. Or she gonna expect it. So yeah. But she not gonna feel accepted by the community. I feel like she potentially could have at some point seen how everybody in here is like looking for Portia, not in the best way. Now Joe Reptile was calling a dude Padre. Why was he calling somebody Padre? I wish I could find a girl like you. So yeah. I wanna get freaky with you. No, I seen her in another chat preaching to the choir. What? Wait. Portia was in somebody other live stream. She ain't coming back then. Y'all, Portia ain't coming back. Nah, we love Portia. Get her back in here. Portia ain't coming back, y'all. Jury, I just got off from school. You're on the bus now? That's what's up, Nicole. Jewel, do a reading and see if Kenneth's gonna find a girl like you. It's gonna say no. Now let me stop. Let's see. Let's see. Let's just be humored by spirit to see. Is Kenneth's spirit gonna find a girl like me? Y'all know what this means? It means he gonna try. He really hoping. Like he really gonna be wishing upon a star for it. People are being annoying. Is he? To be real with you guys, this means that he's trying to take action for it to happen. And or my actual energy. Somebody said that's messed up. What? I'm just saying. He really like look, y'all, this is crazy. Y'all, he really he really do. Like if he could have it his way, he would. He just feels like he can't compete with Padre. He feel like he can't compete with Padre. I just wanted to say I read your article. If you know, you know, brought tears to my eyes. So much respect. I read your article. If you know, you know, brought tears to my eyes. So much respect. Emmanuel, what you talking about? By the way, Emmanuel, talk to me in code. What you talking about? Jewel, now do a reading if we will have another freaky live this week. Let me see what Spirit is going to say. I hear what Spirit is saying, and I know what I feel about it, but let's see what Spirit says. Are we going to have another live like this? Ooh, I don't think this is likely, but at the same time, we're not sure. I don't think it's likely, to be real. Someone said I have pretty eyes today, but I get told that a lot. Okay, Nicole. Somebody said no. Nicole talking some no freaky lives. Y'all, I'm gonna get that red nail polish, and I'm gonna yep, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get that red nail polish. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Joanne, we must will trust me. I'm so weak. Somebody said that. I mean, I don't know. Ask another question, y'all. I kind of like the one card pool reads. Does the spirit say I need to flip more houses? You see how I can flip this coin? You see how I can flip this just now? Spirit said, yeah, but you won't start at ground zero. He said you ain't even. He said you ain't even work yet. You gotta start. But yeah, flip them houses. Flip them houses. It's funny. It's funny how that's a legit reading, but I know that you're being facetious. No red polish. No, 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 don't do it. Nicole, people. You said people always compliment you on your eyes. People always compliment me on my red nail polish. Nicole, do you remember Noel too? I actually don't remember them. He said, "Poor dude." The naughty girl back on. You're beautiful. Thanks. See you. I'm getting ready to get in the plane going to Dubai. I hope one day I could take you with me. Oh yeah, I remember Tony. Tony, I remember you saying that a few times. You was like, "Do you want to come with me to Dubai or something?" All right, all right, all right. Say nigga's funny, bruh. That's not the same thing, big sis. Nicole, I'm starting to think it's the same thing. Like when people give you compliments in your eyes, they give me compliments on my red nails. Somebody said another house flipper. They, where you been? This the house flipper stream, low key. Everybody in here flips houses. I'm so weak. Somebody said, bruh, I wanna get freaky with you. Tony Montana, get the money and the respect first, bro. Then come for the girl. Vape flips vapes, not houses. That's true. But I don't make things weird with it though. Nicole, what you mean you don't make things weird with it? I don't be making things weird with my nails being red. First flipping Barbie houses don't count. I'm so weak. But I don't make things weird. I read that already. Sure, Jewel, whatever you say. Nicole, don't do that. Don't do that, Nicole. Nicole, don't do that. If I ever hit the lottery for 3,500, you get half. I wouldn't hesitate. You already said that, Kenneth. Jules, is that a cross in your neck? Can you get close to the cam? We can't see it clearly. I'm rich. All I do is travel now. In a few minutes, I'm on the plane to Dubai. Hey, yo, what the Robert? If she does anything weird, I'm leaving. You're very beautiful. Thanks, Luminary. Joel, do a reading and see if Drea gonna stop calling you mommy. Y'all, I haven't seen Drea since she commented on my 24-hour live stream. She was like, Jewel, get the video back up. Let's see. Is Dre gonna stop calling me mommy? No. This is an absolute no. She's not going to stop calling me mommy. Jury, will I relocate soon? Let's see, Spirit. Will Gigi relocate soon? To be honest, Gigi is not coming up as a high potential. So soon is relative. You something is being rebuilt at this time. Because I don't know. Do you feel confident in it? Soon is relative. So soon, no. But could you? Absolutely. Spirit is rebuilding something to you. Are you feeling like you're not as confident in doing it though? Something. Are you in some type of contract, a lease or something right at this moment? Bye, baby. Stay beautiful. Thanks. Tony Montana, send me your PJ. I need a quick flight to Morocco. Hit the lottery for 3,500. Exactly, King. Robert, a freak for real. It's so crazy because there's been people in here that really be on PJs all the time because like they follow me on Instagram from this live stream. So the fact that Tony up here saying all of that, it seems like some big boy cap. Jewel, ask your card if I'll die before seeing you get freaky again. Joy, I'm not gonna ask. Joy, I'm not gonna ask that question. Barbie house are my specialty, babe. I'm so weak. Jewel, will I be going to volleyball next year? Let's see. Nicole, hold on. I don't think I shuffled correctly. Let me ask again, and if it come out again, then that's gonna tell me. Nicole, I see that you will play volleyball next year. Jewel, do a reading and see if people gonna stop making more T Squad accounts. Let's see. Are people gonna stop making T Squad accounts? I feel like they might slow up. Stop. I think they're gonna slow up. It might have slowed up. So the pace of people making it might slow up. You're Master 11. That's what's up. No, but I've been getting a lot of resistance from powers that be. That makes sense, Gigi. That makes sense why it came out that way. Let's see. Let me see something. Let's see if there's a way that you can get around that. What is Spirit's advice? Spirit advises you to like find different ways to this kind of remind me of the devil card upright, but the fact that it came out in reverse, make sure you cut out people who's not good for you at this time in regards to that. So if there's ways that you can get from underneath the powers that be type thing, that would be beneficial. But I know that's better easy said than done. Will Joanne see me quote unquote get free on live before he passes away, Spirit? Spirit says it's likely. I see that as a yes card. That's funny. Come on, please. I already answered you, by the way, G1. TK Squad is back, y'all. Tell me some hi. I back. Hi. What about Gemini Cancer? What about it, Anna? Will I get a new dog in the next 3 years? Let's see. You can make it happen, Nicole, so yes. Nicole, what's wrong with Pro? Why you want a new dog? What's wrong with Pro? Welcome back to the live stream, Pro Thias. What is Gemini Cancer? What's your question on Anka? How they be leaving blank messages? Is it because they wave or something? It's hard for Gemini Cancer to not be sad. I'm sorry to hear that. Dang, okay, y'all, I'm dead. If she get freaky, airdrop me the live in the afterlife. They said that you'll see it before you pass away. That's what they said, Joanne. Nicole, what you mean he might die soon? If I fall on the cusp. Oh, okay, so you're a cusper and a master 11. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I would assume balance is really important. You are attractive and I enjoy communicating with you. Atlanta article reading bells. Oh, I kind of figured that's what you said. Let me read what you said again. I just wanted to say I read your article. If you know, you know. Brought tears to my eyes. Much respect. Oh, thanks, Emmanuel. Oh, now that I fully know what you're talking about, I appreciate the fact that you took the time to read that. I think that that's amazing. So I appreciate you reading that. Will I get the house for me and my kids? Let's see. I do see that you're going to be moving. Okay, so I see that as a yes. Yeah, I see that you're gonna be moving, and I think you will come out on top of this after. I mean, it might feel like you're gonna do some work, but yeah, I do see that. Abigail says she's dying Dutch. We'll have top stop someplace. Okay, Arthur's out looking. I set him up ahead. Dutch said, if we don't stop soon, we'll be at dying. Hosanna Matthew said, I don't even know what Arthur's talking about. I don't know where it come from. Like, help me. You're welcome, Toy. Make sure you guys double tap the live stream and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If we don't get the surgery on his next, then I don't know. Like, he's throwing up a lot and having a hard time breathing. He needs that surgery. Nicole, oh my gosh, justice for Pro. Jewel, if you don't get freaky before I die, I'll become a spirit and come visit you. Y'all, I'm gonna have a spiritual restraining order already in place. Somebody said part of RD2 script. Oh, okay. RDR2 script. Nicole, I hope he get that lump out his neck. Oh my god. Nicole, you need to put hands on you need to lay your hands on your dog and pray for your dog. I chose to go the right way because I could be the worst of the worst. Yeah, typically when people do choose the lighter path, it's not that they're not aware of how capable they could be going on the dark side. They just choose the lighter path. It's actually, in my opinion, kind of harder. Because if you choose the lighter path, it's like you're constantly put in positions to where the other path seemingly seems easier or makes more sense. So you're always in resistance until you're really peacefully on the other side. But even with that, doesn't mean that you're not tried or you go through tests and challenges. I feel like when you submit and submerge into the darkness, it's like the easiest thing that you can do. Hi, Jewel. Yes, white. Yeah. Welcome back, Brad. Brad, how's my future daughter doing with Padre? Between me and Padre, is it gonna make some holes in the past upset? Brad, are some holes in the past gonna be waiting for me to like walk away from him and regret? Are they like doing anything they can to try to make that happen? You are right because it's the devil's world. 100%, it's a fallen nature. Okay, it's a fallen nature. Just because you're on the dark side doesn't really mean that you get a whole bunch of perks either. Like, you still suffer and all that stuff. It's just a very void existence. Which is another reason why the light always is attacked or looked at as a threat. So yeah. I love him too much, but I don't want him to die. Nicole, I have formed an emotional bond and attachment to Pro, and I never met him. I don't want him to die either. She's hanging with Big Daddy Curly. Aww. She's probably so cute and precious. Is I ever going to have a relationship? Kenneth, we already asked this, but let's see. I see that you're being very impatient. You want this to happen now. Will you ever have one, to be honest? Spirit say get in the field to make it happen, because right now it's not looking like it. Let me ask again. Yeah, you got to be clear on what you want and what you're not going to tolerate and what you can offer to get that. I've been on the dark side my whole life, and I can tell you, best things happen at night. Jewel knows. Joanne, we ain't about to do that. A miniature you, mini Diana Ross. So she's gonna be more like me and not her daddy. Oh my gosh, I can imagine. I feel like she would be so cute. I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of scared to have a kid, y'all. Whether it's a girl or a boy, but I hope that either which way, I have a good relationship with my kids. You're off of school. You off the bus, Nicole? Because what you mean find you off of school? You off the bus? 3 more Mondays to go until I go to summer break. Oh my gosh, Nicole, I forgot school is finishing up that fast. That's crazy. Every time it was about to be my birthday, school was about to be out. But honestly, when I was in school, we always was in school until like the beginning of June. So I always had a month left. TikTok, Jewel. I might die tomorrow. Prove your cards and tell the truth. Joanne, I don't want you to die tomorrow. Like, I definitely don't. You think it's happening then? Okay, Brad. Big wheels skip over. Wait, hold on, that's Tina Turner. I've been on the dark side, but I had to endure for me to change. See, I was born in Chicago. I was born to the streets, and I thank God I seen what I seen to find me. Yeah, whenever I talk to people from Chicago, I feel like being born in Chicago is its own world and reality. I promise I won't die tomorrow. Good. I'm going to sign off. I'll be back. See you later. Am I going to do a sport next year? Nicole, don't you want to do volleyball? Joanne is speaking facts. I'm about to bring up what happened 5 days ago when you got possessed. That was not five. That was more than 5 days ago, y'all. That's how I be knowing y'all just be saying. I sang twice last week. Sing a song. You have an awesome voice. I'm so weak. See you later, Gigi. Oh wait, hold on. I thought she said peace, Jewel. She said Padre and Jewel when the two worlds collide. Then zero camera in. Then the camera zooms in on Maryland. Why y'all keep saying I got possessed? Y'all are funny. Will I lose belly fat? Nicole, I can give you a practical answer about that. Nicole, yes, but you gonna have to be intentional. Don't this look like a girl that's every day she doing something to have a result that she wants? That's what you gonna have to do. Maybe this summer is gonna be easier for you, Nicole, to lose belly fat. What type of tips did your mom give you, Nicole? What is she? What is she? You're not old enough to what? To be in the gym, Nicole. But you can always walk, Nicole. You know sometimes if you just walk a lot, it will like release your stomach fat. Someone said the demons were trying to escape. I remember that. Yeah, she was super freaky. She had to be possessed on the live. Y'all, I was being silly. I was being silly. Since we asking this question, will my dick grow? Joanne, it will when you see something attractive. When you open up your Grinder app, will your pee grow? Absolutely. Somebody said, Nicole, you got this. Need to know. Just do calisthenics. Yeah, but Chito was in the chat praying. So wait, Chicos was in there praying? I'm so weak. That's so crazy. Somebody said, Jesus, you're beautiful. Oh, thanks, 82 Saw. My mom said I need to watch what I eat. Nicole, to be honest, if you replace all your drinks with water, that in itself might help you. And then if you just walk around, like that helps you. Somebody said for all of us. I'm so weak. Did y'all for real think I was possessed? Because I always see that as like a joke comment. Did y'all really think I was possessed? No, since that day, now it only grows when you get free. I'm so weak. Nicole, if you 12, why are you watching this? TK Squad, why are you on a fake account? Because somebody else's name was TK Squad. Why are you questioning the code? TK Squad, because I am Jewel Little Sis. T Squad, what? Why you got a whole other person's name? Username. You were panting heavy and struggling your shoulders. Y'all don't know what I was doing. Y'all are funny. I'm considering getting Grinder or Tinder. I'm lonely lately and need cuddles. Aw, UFO, it's okay. Look, it's okay. I was legit scared, Jewel. Y'all are just okay. Y'all gassing it now. Y'all gassing it. At first, I was gonna be like, at first I was laughing with y'all, but y'all gassing it now. I was like, it's because I was like, I think I was doing that. I can't remember. No, okay, I read that. You are so down to earth. Nothing going to be easy for me because I'm an angel and the devil wants my soul. What the freak? So on, you're an angel and the devil wants your soul. You have homework, Nicole. What kind of homework you got to do? Every category. Welcome to the live stream, Renee. Any other questions? Make sure you guys double tap the live stream. New people, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Yeah, Nicole. I got so much hiccups. My goodness. Nicole, hurry up and go do that homework. We not playing with you, Nicole. That's how I be talking to my daughter. I'm not playing with you, girl. Go do that homework. I'm not playing math, and I have to do a dumb essay. I think YouTube not posting it was a blessing, though. Not gonna lie. To be honest, a part of me ain't really mad and like trying to fight that either because of it. I think the same. I think the same. No, we didn't think it. We knew it. Sorry, I ghosted you after our date. I'll hit you later. That's that ugly possum. That's the ugly possum profile pic guy. I will fight that. Let me know who's blocking it from posting it. Yeah, YouTube. Somebody in YouTube must have like didn't want it on YouTube, so that's the reason why it never fully uploaded. And they were low key like, not to say they were erasing it, but they was cutting access to certain portions of the live. So I don't know if Padre made that call. Padre called somebody, was like, "Yo, no." That was Padre making that call. He was like, "No, no, she can't do no. You're not gonna do that." Somebody said I called it straight for no reason. The Jewel. TK Squad, what you mean? Joanne said they just jealous. Exactly. But Chicas, I feel like it was low key a blessing too because like I mean we had fun and everything, but you know that was low key. That should have been a members only live stream. We have to do an essay on overcoming challenges. Nicole, you can write the essay on you losing belly fat. We just talked about that. And you already got more than half of the essay already there. Like you were just asking me a question on how you could overcome that challenge. So I think that's gonna be easy, Nicole. And then you could always say, like, you don't even have, like, that's gonna be pretty easy for you, Nicole. That is cap. You was possessed. Stop saying you was not because that's a lie. Yeah, 100. Like, I get the joke of y'all saying I was possessed, but in reality, I was not possessed, y'all. For one, I was lit off of alcohol, and for two, I was just turned up on my goofiness. Like, but the joke of me being possessed is funny. I think that's funny. But there has to be two things. Two things like what, Nicole? Two different challenges or two things in the challenge? Because if it needs to be two different things as a challenge, you can always say the first challenge is losing belly fat. The second challenge is having a deadline that you would like to have it by. That's two challenges. You see, Nicole? You already done with your essay almost. She said, yeah, two talent challenges. That's two in one right there. And if you don't want to say it's about you, you can talk about somebody else's experience. Like some people have challenges of losing belly fat. And sometimes the second challenge is more than just losing the fat. Some people want to have it lost by a certain date and time, which is the second challenge. You can always use that, Nicole, as part of your essay. Now I be doing my little sister homework with her. Now I be doing my little streamer sister homework with her on the live stream. I have to do an essay on my best night of my life, but I don't remember it. Jewel, you have to help me. Remember, it was something with pizza sauce on figures. But it's not about me. It's about stories that we read, so that doesn't help. Oh, okay. Stories that you read. It could be any story, or y'all have specific stories. Losing the belly fat and keeping it off. That's yep. That's two different challenges too. But I was thinking about some people who they be wanting to lose weight for certain things. Like tonight, this so far this has been a quiet, cute live stream. It hasn't been so much traffic, which is okay. Whenever it's less traffic, it's way less haters. Almost non-existent haters. Most haters only get bold when it's high traffic. Nicole, why my essay matters as much as yours? Joanne, you okay? Well, shut the fuck up. I'm so weak. Welcome to the live stream, Ronito. Let's see what that is, because for some reason I felt the need to do that. Hmm. Ooh, okay. Somebody had an idea. Y'all, this just came out in the energy. I think this is a karmic read. Spirit says absolutely a karmic read. In the past, somebody felt like they were enlightened on maybe like an idea of how to do something or go about something. It has something to do with sabotaging. It has something to do with them like spying, because I see evil eye energy. I see like them being a fly on the wall. So this is what somebody did in the past to try to be enlightened to how to go about a situation. Not only did they think they was wise about this, they thought that it's going to cause somebody to really walk away. Cause somebody to walk away from their rightful path and journey. But I do see their outcome in the future is that they're going to be super depressed and unhappy. Okay? This person is going to experience a life where I heard blockages, but not just blockages. It's almost as if I'm seeing this in reverse as kind of like death card energy. So you know how some people, they can like the sun allows plants to grow, right? It gives them nutrients. It gives them all the tools that they need to grow, right? I see this in reverse at this time as somebody's karma being that everything around them is going to decay, it's going to rot, it's going to dry up, it's going to die, it's going to decay. And that's the energy that's authentically their energy. So that's why everything around them, let's say they associate themselves with a person. That person notices that in their life, maybe their finances start doing bad, people don't like them. It's because that person has an energy of death and decay on them. So I see that this person targeted somebody who had the exact opposite energy of like life. I heard life abundantly. This person could be connected to the Most High God. So it's like they wanted to inflict that on somebody by being enlightened about them. This is like I heard spiritual warfare. I heard spyware. This is like somebody spying and trying to inflict spiritual warfare. Karmic everything except the dog. That's so weak. This is like somebody like trying to get the intel. Like they're dedicating. Imagine you dedicating your life towards your path, and then there's always going to be a karmic person. Their life to be their purpose is to try to interrupt you, destroy you, and stop you. So this is what this person did. Like they kept on trying to find new ways to get enlightened about who you are, your personality, what they can attack, all that type of stuff, right? That's what they did in the past. This is previous activity, not to say that it's not current. Because most people, they keep tabs, right? Presently, what they really, really desire for you guys is for you guys to walk away and be misaligned from your path. So if it's a person, place, or thing, they want you to walk away. That's really their goal right here. Why? I will show you guys what's behind the bottom of the deck. But they really, really want you to be the person to walk away, because I think they got a clue enough to know that you're going to run into this anyway. So if you just walk away from it, finally, right? This could be a person, place, or thing. I'm getting relationship vibes right now this time, but it doesn't have to just be that. It could just be something that you started and you're working on. It could be a business, okay? There's some people who really, this is their evil eye currently. I currently am trying to take actions to make her completely walk away, him completely walk away from this, okay? But the outcome, what I saw the outcome is the sun card in reverse, meaning that they themselves are going to be in the energy of what they're trying to evil eye for somebody. This is like death, decay. This is destruction. This is being unprotected from, I heard crash outs. This could be literally car accidents. Dang. I think that the Most High God, there's somebody in this energy. There's somebody in this energy that the Most High God sees this behavior as disgusting, to the point where he is almost going to laugh at them when they're constantly going through chaos and BS. I'm sorry, I feel God's anger and wrath. I feel his anger and wrath. These people's outcome is like the Most High God himself is not going to have these people protected from happenings, for things happening. Bro, what is the person's name who cussed out the teacher? Which is so. Ooh, this is going to be crazy. This person's outcome, there's somebody who literally felt like they were smart. Oh, I know exactly what to do to interrupt this. This person's outcome is that they're going to be this is like beyond depressed. This is like people being exposed. This is like people knowing, like, dang, I'm gonna speak relationship. Dang, you stalked that man's ex, you stalked that man's girlfriend, and then not only did you stalk her, you really plotted and planned, and you tried to find ways to interrupt that. Dang. So what you mean? You found out that girl was about to get hired at that job, and you called up the job and you left a bad review about this person. Like, somebody's going to be exposed for what they're doing. It's gonna be crazy. And not only that, it's like, don't you see this baby on they little horse? They're gonna be knocked off their high horse, okay? But why they're doing this is because of your Ten of Pentacles. Isn't that crazy? I mean, we know that. We know that karmics be jealous and stuff, but to the extent of this person doing this, it's because they really thought they were smart. To some extent, I guess. To some extent, they had a plan, right? That's all they had. Oh, okay, well, I want to definitely be in this position, so I'm going to talk crap about the next candidate so that way they can't get into this position. I'm going to try to block the candidate. Some of the people, some of these people wanted to be sophisticated. They're trying to be sophisticated in the way in which they go about this. So, like, for some people, okay, because Spirit is actually stopping me from saying some information at this time. But he's giving me this example. So some people, they're like, oh, okay, well, this could be anybody, by the way. This could be anybody. But he's giving me this as an example. This could be a person, place, or thing. This could be a friend, rather. This could be a friend, family member, or something. This person got enlightened. They were like, oh, okay. Well, how can I get in between this? I'm going to work on this side because I don't have access to that side. So I'm going to work on this side. Hopefully this side blow up that side. And then this just will disintegrate. And I can get whatever I'm trying to get out of this. That's the best way for me to describe it at this time. But they want it to be a huge mountain in your way. Like, they wanted to put a huge mountain in your way. And honestly, this energy, whew, the way that I just got, like, this energy of just, like, y'all ever see somebody actually get theirs, like, get what's coming to them? And you just can't help but just be sitting back, like, let's say you want to be a good person, right? Let's say you want to do good, right? You try not to laugh at somebody's, you know what I'm saying? I felt that energy just now. I just felt that energy. Like, you ever been sitting there watching somebody with the nastiest attitude ever in life, and you just keep seeing them being a nasty person, and finally something really come back on them, and you there to witness it? And let's say you're not in a position to freely express yourself in that moment. Have y'all ever just sat there like, you trying your hardest to hold your composure? Like, that's the energy I just felt. This person is going to be annihilated. Like, it's so crazy. Like, everybody's going to see this person clearly for who they are. Like, everybody. Even if people were using this person, like, let's say some people were using this person, okay, at the job or whatever, in a collaboration or something, even the people that's collaborating with this person, they're going to start looking at this person, and they're going to start thinking like, and who climbs over mountains? The goat. Exactly. Exactly. So that's what's happening. Mountain goat, more like it. Exactly. Jacob, chill, bro. I'm just saying, this person about to get completely exposed. Also, they're going to be humiliated. Because it's like, that's the inevitable thing. Like, imagine constantly working and dedicating your energy to get in somebody's path, and then the Most High God just flicks you out the way, and this person continuously get blessed, and then everybody is seeing it. That's this type of energy. All because they thought that it was going to lead them to success, and it was going to take something from you. That's why they did it. They just wanted to take something from you. This person could have did something up to 8 times or collaborated with up to 8 people. This could have also happened in August. And or maybe the fullness. This person could be born in August or something like that. That's what Virgo and or, is that Leo too? Also, this person, I just see, people are going to see clearly, thanks Holy Spirit, people are going to clearly see the lies. They're going to clearly see the lies, the deception, the intentions. People, he said, not God going to flick them off. 100%. He going to laugh at them and spit at them. Welcome back, Lala. People are going to completely see the plot of deception. They're going to be like, oh, you wicked bitch. You wicked hoe. You wicked man. That's crazy. You went out your way to do that for that. So you thought, okay, well, if I can't stop this, I got to ruin it to the point of this person hating this job, and then this person hating this person. Like, this person went out. They went all out. They was like, yeah, okay, I want to ruin this person to where they can never feel happiness, doing this activity ever again. So if this person loves to paint, I'm going to ruin them to where they cannot paint a day in their life. I'm just going to rip the dream and the desire from their life. And if they have a paint teacher that was about to recommend them to be honored, I'm going to cause that teacher to hate them. Like, this is the energy. Like, this person was trying to work it on both ends in that way. They're like, oh, okay, so if I can't sabotage this in the way that I want to, I want it to where they just completely hate it. They hate each other. You hate this thing, you hate this thing. Whatever. That's this person. I'm tapping in. I'm tapping in, y'all. I'm tapping in. This person themselves can have a child. If you don't know who this person is, I'm seeing the number 33, which makes me think of master number 33. So at this moment, I am thinking about myself in this moment because I am master number 33 and I have had somebody do this to me. This person wants to be a boss. They want to be seen as a boss, okay? And not only do they want to be seen as a boss, it's so funny because I don't think, I heard patronized. This person is a person that's so arrogant to the point where they might not reach certain qualifications, but they're going to constantly feel like this is the person that has the ego of somebody who's supposed to be in a certain position. And so because they have the ego of it, which is just like, that's just like arrogance, right? You're just arrogant. Like, girl, you think that you heard. This is that energy. This person thinks that they're basically you. And so because they're arrogant and deluded, and this is like kind of delusional, honestly, because of that, I'm seeing this as somebody's going to have a dark night of the soul. Because I feel like this 10 of Pentacles is going to happen anyway, with or without. Could you imagine somebody doing this and the Most High God just flick them out the way? Which means that your success is untapered. Like it's going to be, what's it called? Untempered with. I think that's the word. But it's like the Most High God's not really letting them get their fingerprints on this. No matter how it looks for them. Could you imagine somebody legit have you in a position to where they're talking to the boss ear and they're like, no, don't hire this person. Look over here, look over here. They can do all that they can do to where they really feel like they got all their fingerprints on your situation, your success, but it's just not going to work. Yeah, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. People are going to see clearly. People are going to see clearly. Okay? Water signs. Leo is Leo. Strength card in reverse. Leo. People are going to see clearly, okay? If there was ever delusions, if there was ever fog, I see this person is going to feel like going back to the drawing board. They're going to be like, oh, I can think of something else. This person's desperate. Okay, this person is extremely desperate to be conniving. Yeah, this person feels like they're the one that's going to they're going to balance it out. They feel like they're balancing out their lives by being this BS person in your way. Okay? They're doing this to try to come out on top. And this person fakes innocence, they fake niceness. They might even force themselves to cry in front of people. Like, this is this type of person. Like, they're an evil, wicked person. But they play on people's emotions. So this is a person that will fake cry in front of somebody for a result. This person could be a Leo, okay? And they want to go against this Queen of Cups to the point where they want the Queen of Cups of imbalanced. They want this Queen of Cups to be breadcrumbed, to not be given to. And they want to themselves establish themselves as this Queen of Pentacles. So let's say whatever this position is, okay, they feel like if they were to get into your position, it will finally submit themselves. What is this that fell? Ooh, this person is going to do this in any type of way. This person is a very toxic person. This person isn't born to shine either, by the way. So what I mean by that is, like, if you have a natural gift and talent in some type of area of life, you're born to shine. This person isn't really born to shine in any way. I'm certain my ex used an unpaid actor. Exactly. The unpaid actor is a bad the girl, she a bad actor, y'all. She a bad actor. She ain't born to shine. She ain't, like, it's never going to be in the cards for this person to shine. Jury, has Little Mac, Gosha, or any of them come up here? I haven't seen them. Welcome back, Little Mac, aka Amy. But yeah, this person, it's not for them. Like, what? That's delusional. Could you imagine? Like, imagine you never made a coffee in your life. You never worked at Starbucks in your life, crying off cue and shit. I'm just saying, imagine you never made a coffee in your life. You never made a drink in your life. And you just keep on saying to yourself, I'm gonna work at the Starbucks, and you just keep showing up trying to work at the Starbucks, it's not for you. Like, you don't even have the credentials and qualities. You just have the ego of wanting it. Anybody can have the ego of wanting something. Go to a middle school right now and ask the middle schoolers, do they want to be the next Drake? They all can say, yeah, I want to be a rapper just like him. They can have the actual ego and desire of it. That doesn't mean that they're going to be that. Special people actually get those special places. It's not just anybody who just wants it and has the ego. This is this motherfucker. Okay, this is this person. This person is doing stuff to solidify themselves. They want your position, your attention, your adoration. They feel like they just gonna piggyback off your work. First of all, if somebody said Drake, I'm just saying, that's the first thing that came to mind. That's the first thing that came to mind. I mean, I could say anybody at this point. People, like, just because you have the desire and you feel like it should be you doesn't mean that it's going to be you. And that's what this person fails to realize, because they just have the ego of it. Anybody can be egotistical in this world, but that doesn't mean that you're qualified for a position. This person is trying to solidify themselves off of somebody else. And if they can't, they're going to try to destroy it and ruin it completely crush it for this party, this person, for it to be established. Okay? Let's see what else is coming out in the energy. This person will not have victory in what they want. This person will never have the victory of what they want. And this will always have them in their head. Honestly, I see this as shame, guilt, and embarrassment. This is what this person is actually destined to have at this point. Like, this is their actual portion. They're actually being led to this right at this moment. At this very moment, this person in y'all reality, y'all, is being led to shame, embarrassment, guilt, misery. It doesn't even, at this point, it's not, this is an ego death. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter what it looks like on the outside. Could you imagine? Some of these people are pretentious. That's why I'm saying this. This person can legit have the illusion of your position. This person can watch you and copy you and have the illusion that, yeah, I'm her. I'm her. I'm just like her. They can have the illusion of it. And they will never find happiness. How could you, first of all, how can you have happiness in something that's not really for you? Meaning, even if there wasn't competition, quote unquote, for this position, it's not for you, so you're never going to be happy and satisfied with it. Boom, that's one. Then two, let's add the competition factor in it, okay? Because that's a lot of these people's, this is a lot of these people's driving force, right? Then let's add the fact of, okay, outside of the let's add the competition aspect. So you want to find yourself to be on top of somebody else, on something that's actually more aligned to them, is going to be happy for them. Let's say that you get into that position. Now you're in the position, you're not happy, it's not for you and fulfilling, and it's probably going to kill you more than anything. It's probably going to destroy you more than anything on the inside out. It's just not for them. They don't think this. They just want all the outside stuff. They just want people to say, "Oh my gosh, amazing. Oh, we respect her. Oh my gosh, we love her. Oh my gosh." Like, nobody does it like this person. They expect that they're going to build their sustainability, their reputation. They're going to build all this outside stuff that their energy, their soul does not even align to. That's what they want. It's superficial. This is something that doesn't take a brain. It doesn't take a brain to have this type of desire and driving force. All it takes is for you to just have an ego, pretentiousness, and a desire to covet something else that's not for you and is somebody else's. That's what I needed to hear, exactly what I'm going through. It's like the ancestors know when I'm scrolling and add these channels in perfect time. We're so blessed. Look, welcome to the live stream, Casey. So yeah, that's exactly what it is. So you can bet that even if somebody has what looks like to be what was supposed to be yours, they're not created for it. They're not built for it. They will never be happy with it. Never. Could you imagine? Let's say there was, I'm going to say this. Let's say there was a size 6 red bottom heel, the baddest heel that you can see in the store. And they only had a size 6 and you fit a size 7. And let's say you just wanted it so bad. You know goodness well that is not your size, girl. Let's say that you just had to have it so much. You wanted to compete with somebody so bad, you went ahead and grabbed it. Now your feet hurt and trying to be in that position, trying to have a look. You trying to have a look. You're trying to have a look, and you're the one that's forcing yourself, and you're the one that's in pain. That's what it means to not, for something to not be for you. That's what these people are going to struggle with. Should they feel like they have it, and it's only going to be temporary. If somebody ever gets in a position that they think is yours, the reason why they're in that position is for them to realize, like, you were never meant for this. Like, I don't know how to put it into words. Like, have y'all ever did something because it looked easy? Like, let's say you see somebody doing something, you're like, oh, I can do that. And you try to do it yourself, and then you realize it's way more difficult than what you thought. That's, if these people, because for some people's energy, they probably will get into a situation to where they're able to experience that, and then it's going to be snatched away from them after they realize they're not qualified. They ain't. It's a way of eroding. I see the Hermit card right now. It's a way of eroding their ego. No, you couldn't be this person even if you had the actual position to be this person. That's what the Most High God does to laugh at these people. Oh, you could be in this position, but you'll never have people respect you, though. That's what it means for the Most High God to laugh at these people. So this is emptiness here. Okay, this is falseness. This is pretentiousness. Okay, this is all just somebody with an inflated ego. They just want to look a certain way. They're not actually there. It's fake. It's superficial. Fake and superficial people get fake and superficial results. This is somebody in a house with no love and home, emptiness, void. This is that type of level of fakeness. Okay, anything else, Spirit? Because we was on that for a while. This person just wants people to turn. They want you to turn your back on your own life and destiny. Something that was for you, that you was going for before they even was a thing and thought in your reality. Audaciousness. This is just dummy. This is just stupidity. This is like. Have y'all ever? Have y'all ever realized that somebody was way more into something than what is natural or normal? Have y'all ever experienced that? Like, I remember one time I had gave somebody a compliment. It was this girl. I had gave her a compliment. Now, who I am, I'm just who I am. I had gave this girl a compliment, and I didn't think anything of it because it was just matter of fact. Come to find out, this is the same girl who was so obsessed with herself and full of herself to the point where it was just like, I don't know, like stuff like that. You realize these people are actually like a monster. Like they can't handle, some people can't handle certain things because it really just is destroying them. So that's what I mean by that. Like some people, they can't handle certain things. This person, the reason why their ego is so big is because somebody fed that ego. Hey, Julrae, why they divine won't take these losers out? Jeremiah, to be real with you, I thought about that myself earlier today. I was like, because I was listening to somebody's story, and it looked like this same dynamic was playing out, right? I was like, dang, God, I was like, why don't you just like, you know what I'm saying? Just start making them cuts. Spirit said that a lot of these people are going to suffer. Like, I don't think y'all realize some of these people, if they're so dark and demented psychologically that they are doing things because they want you to suffer, right? Imagine this being the slowest death. The slowest death. You're finally thinking that you have something. Every time you think you got your grasp on it, it's actually something of illusion, and you actually realize that you don't have your grasp on it. So then you try to do more things to control it, to get your grasp on something, and then you realize you actually don't have your grasp on it, and you continuously in that cycle until it gets to a point where it's completely ripped away from you. And then you see it where it's supposed to be at. That's different levels of suffering. I don't think people understand that. So is the Most High God taking them out? They're low-key taking themselves out in many different ways. Of course, there's always different caveats where like some people legit do face death. Some people legit go to jail. There's other instances where people legit a false sense of security. 100%. These people are fake though. Nothing fake actually has real things like that in their life. They can't maintain it. They don't even have the energy to align themselves to it. Imagine if life means nothing. Julrae, in something deep, she speaks the truth for real. I'm just saying. Like, some people, they feel like they're winning something against you, and it's not even for them. And beyond it not being even for them, some of these people are just people who will never be happy and satisfied ever in any ways. Could you imagine a girl trying to compete you over a man just because she didn't like the ego damage of the fact that he moved on with his life? Like, you probably didn't even talk to this man for like 5 years. So why do you care that he has a girlfriend right now? Some of these people are karmics like that. So now you on that man's line, trying your hardest to get your grasp on this man, and he got a whole situation. Stuff like that. And imagine you was able to actually give him a little pull, and y'all did some things together. And then he back over there with his girl, and then you gotta keep on doing the cycle. That's what it means to try to grasp on something and it's just crap. Or like some people have extremes. I've seen extremes. Online you can see a lot of it. I seen this one girl, somebody said got to go, you got it. Look, thanks. I seen this one girl recently. I'm not gonna say a lot of words. All I'm gonna say is the reason why I feel like she keeps coming up in my content is because I think that she kind of like stalks my energy, and I used to talk to a dude who is her baby daddy. I mean, I don't know where I'm like, dang, he a baby daddy now? Like, back when I knew him, he was not a baby father. But, it's this guy. I don't even really want to tell you guys too much about who this person is, just in case somebody's piecing together. I know she's watching. Hello. But something I've seen about this person's situation is that this person's the whole thing this person's about is manipulation. Everything about this person is manipulation. Somebody said it's Drake. No, this is an actual actor. This is another person. This is not him. But there's a lot. I wish y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. That's what it is. Y'all don't know. But other people, it's so funny. It's so funny because even though y'all don't know the specifics of how this girl's energy could be connected to who I am or why she's imitating me so much, it's because of that man. Like there's so much drama surrounding them at this moment, and it's so crazy because other people who don't even know me have clocked that tea. They was like, dang, why you acting like that girl? So many people have been clocking her tea as to why she's acting like me. I barely even knew that she even cared to know I existed. That means that man, every time he was around her, he probably was watching me. He probably was watching me whenever he would be around her, and he'd be like, dang, yeah, we went out a few times, like, yeah, I know her, yeah, I used to go over her crib before I got that role. Yeah, I used to go over her crib, and like, she helped me with some lines. Almost like we was about to go to the Grammys together. Like, he probably was over there talking to her like that, and that's why she has a fixation on me, and she's constantly trying to like imitate me and stuff. There was like, I feel like this was like a few months ago. I randomly saw her come on my feed, and I was like, oh wow, like this is what he's doing now. Cause I haven't like I still have him on a. I ain't keep up with him like that. Long story short though, I kept on noticing little shade. I'm like, I know I'm not tripping. I was like, I know that I have a lot of different people who don't like me and they try to shade me. That's something I know for sure. But I didn't realize. Somebody said she's a tarot reader too. I think that he might be into that too. I don't know if she, to be honest, I don't, wait, hold on. Is he talking about that or what? Hey, Julrae, okay. To be honest, Jeremiah, I have no idea if she's really a tarot reader. However, because I know the dude, and that's the reason why she probably is even aware of me. I know that he me and his energy, I'm not trying to say we're the same person, but me and him kind of always find each other kind of aligned. So if she is a reader, I don't know if she's not open with it at all. But even if he's into like spiritual stuff, so like I don't know. I really don't know actually. Whatever the coochie we want into, that's what we on for the time being. What is Dollar Bill talking about? So I realized that she was like stalking me, monitoring me at times, trying to like imitate me, and it was kind of weird to me because I was like, dang, I ain't talked to him like. I felt like I ain't seen him in so long, let alone talk to him. So it made me confused. I was like, dang, I ain't even deal with this dude. So why is his new girl? I think they've been involved with each other for a few years now. I feel like almost as soon as I stopped talking to him, maybe a year or so after that, I think they got involved. Julrae, I'm on that. I feel like a few years after that, like at least 2 years after that, I think that's when they got involved. And so she be doing that. She not the only person that does that, by the way. It don't matter who the man is. It don't matter his status. It don't matter who these people are. Whenever I enter to a man's life, 9 times out of 10, the exes, whatever is going on around him before, whatever, they always act like that. So I was like, hold on. Tell us how many guys you melted today with those eyes, mommy. You're funny. Can you say happy birthday to my sister Kira? Bible stories. I knew you was lying because I feel like you was up here and you asked me to say that already. How many times is your sister's Kira's birthday? How many days is her birthday? So he bragging on you around her. To be honest, Dollar Bill, I feel like to some extent that could have been the case. I don't even think it was intentional either. Like, or unless it was, I mean, he could easily have been the type to like be around her and be like, pull like watching me, and she'd be like, "Who is that?" or something, and he'd be like, "Oh yeah, I used to talk to her." Da da da. He could have like guys do that. Like I remember one time, guys absolutely do that. So that's enough sometimes for girls to like be on your case, watching you, trying to figure out like what does he like about her. Oh my gosh, and then they're trying to like be in this competition, and it's like I don't even really exist over there. Like, girl, what? But I don't know. I don't know all the ins and outs. I don't keep up with her. But lately, I've been seeing a lot of stuff more on about her. Jill, you're blessed in every aspect. F what anybody else says. Thanks, Joanne. But yeah. But basically, I brought her up not really to talk about her, but just to talk about the idea of. I think it is funny though that other people that be clocking her have clocked her behavior though. Like I think that's funny. I think that's kind of funny because it's like low key, not trying to be funny. Like they both got like, or at least she got like millions and millions of followers, right? So like she got like millions of followers and stuff. Like she got like this. I don't know how to describe it because it's not. It's crazy. I don't know how to describe it. She has like millions of followers, so she's always got people like clocking her. So the fact that people can clock me and what she's doing, I thought that was interesting. I was like, wow, like you know what I'm saying, humbly. I'm making a vid of compilations of asking live streamers to say happy birthday to her, and you actually look at the comments. Bible, you come to my page every day asking that though. She talking about 21. No, I'm not. This person's an actor. This person's an actor. And this girl, she's like, I don't even know. She's like social media famous. So like, but yeah, basically what I just observed real quick and just observing her energy, I feel like she's super controlling, and she's just an example, one of many examples of how like you can't really force something to fit, and it's really disrespectful outside of her as an example though, and just centering now on just the overall energy of karmics. If something is for somebody, who the freak do they think they actually are? That's like them intention. That's like they might as well be spitting in God's face saying, F you, I'm gonna take this. F you, I'm gonna take this. F you, I'm gonna destroy this. I'm gonna ruin this. And they throw tantrums like that anyway. So why, like, to answer Jeremiah's question, why doesn't the Most High God just off them? To some extent, he allows them to experience a miserable life. Those are the type of people that, have y'all ever seen certain characters like on Love and Hip Hop and stuff, and you can see their track record of saying the most disgusting, nastiest, disrespectful stuff to people, and then like a few years later you see how hard the karma hit for them. Stuff like that be happening to these people. Don't get that part twisted or confused. There's always an angel leveling out the scores, leveling out the balance. And you see, I don't know how many times I shuffled. I don't even know how well I shuffled. But Queen of Pentacles keep entering the bottom because these people, it will never sustain, is what Spirit is saying. It will never sustain. This is like a releasing. It will never sustain for them. So imagine that. And then imagine it not sustaining, and then now people know your business. Girl, you thought that's what starts to happen. They get exposed. And then people start clowning them. Girl, I don't know why you thought that you was about to be the next da 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 da. Not with this, this, and this, and this. Girl, I don't know why you thought that he was about to marry you. He looked like you. He look at you like you a hoe. He treat you like a hoe. You yourself know that you have no standards, no respect for yourself, and you thought that he was about to marry you. This is when people start talking to them about like, girl, you thought, man, you thought, yo, I'm getting a kiss or not. What you talking about? Not on this chat. It's always wild. Nah, mine was in a dream. What y'all talking about? Chat. What y'all talking about? Juanito, nah, bro. She's her man's, but good luck tonight. What y'all talking about? She already let me hit. Juanito, why are you lying? Juanito, yes, I had the same dream too. What the freak? Nah, mine wasn't a dream. Out of this chat. Yo, what y'all talking about, yo? Y'all are crazy. I'm sitting here trying to what the freak. But yeah, anyways, look, Queen of Pentacles trying to pop that out. These people will never be stable. Like these people will always be under negative. Like people are always going to make wild judgments towards these people as they have a lack of judgment. Like the situation will never feel like it's balancing out the correct way for them. They will never feel like things are exactly what it's supposed to be because it's not. You're trying to forge your reality. Are you dumb? Like, could you imagine somebody's just delusional and wants something so bad, and then somebody else actually has the qualifications to actually have those things? Look, Emmanuel with the emojis. I forgot. I got your emotes. Yeah, hey, Julrae, are they going to jail? The fact that the Queen of Pentacles keep coming up in reverse, some of these people are in lack of finances, okay? But I heard mental instability, even though this isn't giving me, this isn't my normal mental instability, but they're so not stable. Thanks, Spirit. These people, you know how like somebody can have a bright light? These people's lights are dimmed. Something has happened that has knocked them off their pedestal. These people's lights are dimmed at this time. These people can't even see correctly. They can't see, you know how you hear you can't see the forest from the trees? These people can't even see what to do next, really. Because they every time they take a step forward, it's like spirit shines a bright light on it or he blows it up. Y'all remember those old school cartoons when every time the evil person thought they was about to get away with something, something dramatic happened that they couldn't get it? Jules sliding through, checking in on the host. Only if anybody in their invalid opinion. Okay, okay, carry on. Thanks, Cornelius. These people are constantly being uprooted, meaning that like you remember earlier when I said every time they feel like they're grabbing something, they gotta release it. They're currently realizing. I heard deep state depression. Isn't this crazy how I'm getting all of this off of this question, Jeremiah? It's like confusion. Things are really blowing up left and right, left and right. Let me see what else. Yeah, the things that they were working on. Also, this is financial drainage. Are they gonna go to jail? The sad part about it is, well, not really sad, like literally, because we don't give a f about karmic people. In the sense of karmic people deserve what they deserve. So we're not going to sit there and play fake kumbaya like, no, God, I don't want this to happen to my enemies. No, absolutely. Absolutely. What they deserve, give it to them. So even if this person did get locked up, I do see that they won't have the financial standings to really do anything about it. It's going to cost them more. This is somebody waiting. This could also be somebody waiting for the karma to hit on somebody else while it's happening there for them. He said, that's right. This is somebody watching you trying to figure out, oh, are they unstable? Did they feel like they worked hard for nothing? This is them waiting on you to finally feel this emotion, and they don't realize that they're the ones in this emotion though. Like you're the one still waiting and thinking like, why isn't it working? Am I making it clear enough? Like, because I feel like something just like it just a spot in my brain just like got satisfaction of seeing it. It's like this person's looking at you, waiting for you to be the one that worked hard for nothing. But that's their energy. They've been working hard on nothing, of being karmic. And it's more than just them feeling it because every time they check in on you, they don't see it, the results. It's more than just that. It's like a deep-seated feeling, an undercurrent. It's not quite boredom, but it's like it's not quite apathy. It's not quite boredom. It's something else. Probably close to both of those feelings. It's void. It's emptiness. It's nothingness that they're experiencing on the day to day. So they doing spell work, but it backfired. 100%. I don't think that some of these people are wise enough to see it backfired. I think that they're just in the day to day and they're just kind of like, did it work yet? Like, when's it gonna work? I don't think that they'll see that as backfire. The fact that beyond your situation, because it's never going to be in fruition the way that it's never going to be in fruition. That's what's happening. Thanks, Spirit, for showing me that, because it really just like satisfied a part of my brain. So yeah, Spirit said this is the truth at this time. Okay, that they're in their heads. Some of these people are confused about you because they thought that this was an easy victory. They were like, oh, that's just a page. Oh, that's just a page. Oh no, that's just a page. I can clearly, I can make this person regret working on what they're building. Ain't no way they don't see it unless they retarded. But low key, Jeremiah, to some extent, not to some extent, some mental faculties isn't all the way correct with some of these people. Because at what point in time did the spell work have a time limit of expiration? These people keep doubling down. Oh, let me do it again. 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 How you don't see that this ain't gonna work? This ain't gonna work. It's not working. So are they retarded? Are they slow? What's the proper definition of retard? Somebody said another empty page. Exactly. So now these people, they thought they for sure knew that you was gonna be the one in your head, and they thought they was gonna destroy your optimism by it. But the whole entire time, these people are now reviewing times where they felt like they just knew. You ever play a game? These people were playing a game, but let me say this: y'all ever played a game where you was looking at your hand and you just knew that you was about to hit them with this and this, but then somebody had one card and they just hit it and they won the game, and you just thinking like, what? That's how these people feel. Now they in their head because they like, dang, like I had a little bit. Every time they made a play, every time they did a play in their game, they had so much like they had more of a spark. They got excited. This is like sadistic. This is like sadism. This is like sadistic. Ooh, girl, I just did that to her. Yeah, she gon' well, she's smiling now. Her dumb self not gonna be smiling later when she find out da 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 da. When she found like I took her position. That's this type of little optimism that they have, and being evil and hoping that it's gonna work to put you in your head. That's the type of optimism. So, honestly, this is a mental jail. I know. Jeremiah say, "Are they gonna go to jail?" Ain't this behind bars? Look, it's beyond 9 swords. This is 10 of swords, aka they feel betrayed by themselves. Thank you, Spirit. Are y'all following this? 9 of swords means they're in their head. This is the inescapable truth. This is the Most High God Himself constantly bombarding them with the biggest sword of truth in their mind. And altogether, the nine and the 1 is 10 of swords, which is betrayal, meaning that they not only are in betrayal energy, like they're being betrayed, but they feel like they betrayed themselves. Have y'all ever? Let me use this as an example because this just popped up. Okay, I talk with a lot of different people. Okay. But I feel like I can pull this from a different example. Have y'all ever stopped talking to somebody? Have you ever stopped talking to somebody, you cut somebody off, and then you decide, you were like, maybe they weren't that bad. Let me open up the door for them. And then you realize again, have you ever felt that type of betrayal? Like you betrayed yourself? Like, I knew better. Why did I open the door back up? That's a low scale version of this feeling here. Somebody said, I can't imagine life without God. This is life without God. This is what it is. But that's the type of betrayal that they're feeling. That feeling of like, dang, I knew better not to do that. But it's about themselves because they can't help. The Most High God constantly is bombarding them with the truth. Somebody said it's called Stockholm Syndrome. Some people have that. Okay, so if somebody, I get 2 stories right now. When you said that, I saw the other side. I see a side of somebody who has more empathy and somebody who lacks it. The person who lacks it is the one that's in this energy completely. A person that does have an ounce of empathy, okay, they're the ones who's kind of like, actually, I'll be honest, Gigi, I can't completely follow it. Let me see what else is coming out. Let's see what else. Let's see. Okay. But this person's constantly being faced with the facts that not only can they not compete, but they're just not a competition. It's no competition. Jury, are you a groupie? Juanito, you're the groupie right now in my live stream. Why? Like, when did you be able to actually see the energy of a groupie as that you're exhibiting it ever since you've been up here? Like, what you mean? Keep it going, Drew. You on fire? I'm just saying. Look, y'all remember when I said the Most High God's constantly putting the truth in their face? Like, no, you not. It's not you. I'm sorry, girl. Psst, psst. It's not you, yo. It's not you. Psst. Did you think that was gonna work? It's not you. Every time they get the truth in their face, they realize this is a disillusionment. Expose everything they do, and this is disillusionment on this competition that they thought. Let's say somebody thought, oh, I could put this person in pain by doing X, Y, and Z. It's not working. Why? When is it going to work? It's not going to work. It's not working. Let's say they feel like, oh, well, if I post this picture and I flex and I try to flex and I try to gloat and I try to say, well, look what I got, look what this, and then it's just falling flat. It's not working. I see a flat. I'm tasting a flat soda right now. These people are flat sodas. You see this? To me, from my perspective, I see that judgment is going accordingly. To them, from their life and reality, it's this is terrible. This is karma. They feel like this is them actually experiencing an injustice to the fact that their efforts of trying to beat you against your life. Somebody said flat soda. I'm tasting a flat soda. It's so crazy because they tried to beat you at something that was made for you, built for you. Everything about it is for you. And they thought that they could just, oh, I'm just going to interrupt this. So are they retarded, Jeremiah, to use your word earlier for the exact definition of what it is, the Webster dictionary definition of being slow? Because in their reality, they feel like this is an injustice that they're not able to finally, like, get on top of your energy, to finally put you in some type of energy. It's not meant for it to happen. Could you imagine if a little kid, like, I feel like, okay, the reason why I keep using the little kid analogy is because they don't see the fact that this is exactly how it looks from a spiritual giant perspective. You're a spiritual giant, and there's somebody from the middle school perspective, and they're in middle school, and they're looking at you, and they're like, try to do everything they can to get under your skin, but you're a spiritual giant. It's the fact that they don't have the lens to properly see you that makes them also do this delusional stuff. Because if they actually knew to what extent it was not going to work, even just by your awareness or just the fact that of your protection even, they would have realized earlier, sooner. They would have saved themselves from their own internal monologue of embarrassment. But they don't have that. They can't be human thinking this. Clone sits in to delay progress, keeping people in the matrix. Thank you for explaining, Gigi. Someone finally answered my question. I'm sorry, Nicole, if I didn't answer you. I didn't see you. These people are NPCs. These people are in the matrix. Jury, beautiful. Thanks, y'all. Gyrational. What? But yeah, these people aren't smart. They're just audacious. They just have strong desires to want something. You don't have to be smart to want that. You don't have to. A kid themselves can manipulate in ways that if you wasn't aware that kids can be deceptive, you would almost think like, man, that kid is so smart. No, the kid's just a liar. Like, the kid just wants what it wants. And they're trying to go about it in their way. That doesn't make somebody smart. That just means that they just are selfish. They just want what they want. Hey girl, I miss you. I'm back on your live stream. Welcome back, Gavin. Yeah, so this is an ego death. This is being stripped. This is legit. Like, both of these mean the same thing right now. What is this? What is Spirit splitting this to? Both of these mean the same thing. This is like, they feel powerless. They feel small and minimalized again. And then this is also the ego death is what I'm seeing. Oh, wow. This is somebody who's going to constantly be in Spirit is going to make their thoughts be on repeat of them constantly thinking of something that they can't have, as well as them constantly thinking about what led them to the evil death. Evil death. That's crazy. Some of these people are constantly being scared of them passing on. But some of these people might have, welcome back, Liam. That's my neighbor, y'all. Some of these people, it's like they're constantly being faced with thoughts of their actions. That could look like many things. That could look like, dang, I just knew that was gonna work. It can be spell work. It can just be regular day-to-day activities of them living their life to impress you and other people. Okay? Impress you to the point of being jealous, of being cut down, low, feeling small, feeling like you're pathetic and a loser. So they're living their life for you. And then they're constantly in their head because they're realizing that they've been living their life for you to feel some type of way, and they're like, what? It just didn't work? Oh my gosh. Y'all remember those games with the crane? Y'all know the games with the crane? It has the arm and it goes down and it grabs something like this, and then sometimes it falls out like this. That's their experience. Every time they feel like they're grabbing something, it might even hold on till it's about to go, and then it releases before it goes all the way to the side. That's what Spirit's showing me. So their head So what? Thanks, Vin. That juju sheet. Love your tarot readings. Thanks, Drew. She doing a reading on karmic energy. Yep. A claw machine. Yep. Stole all their money. Exactly, Gigi. Gigi, you're hilarious for saying it like that because for some of these people, stole all their money. Legit. Wasted their money. Put their money into something that they didn't have no investment in. They worked hard in investing this energy, this money, this materials. They worked hard and they just knew they was gonna get that return. And what are they left with? This is like a big dip. This is a big dip. This ain't no two. This ain't even two. This ain't two of pentacles, three of pentacles. This is a big dip. This is the queen of pentacles. That means that this is great. This is great loss. Somebody was trying to buy somebody love. Now two of pentacles want to come out. This person, they can't even be. They can't. Their beggars can't be choosers. That's what Spirit just said. Beggars can't be choosers. They left with zero. Exactly. Beggars can't be choosers. Look, some of these people gonna hop. Look, I'm just using words that I heard on 304 Talk. Some of these people gonna hop on the blade. I'm sorry. I feel like I've never used that in my life. But some of these people are really looking for the next suitor to help get them out of this financial jam. Look earlier? Didn't we see the Six of Pentacles? That's like somebody having money or a gift. And in the illustration of these cards, somebody has gifts, and they're like, some of these people are now the beggars. They wanted you to be a beggar though. They were trying to set up your life to where you're going to be in a position of being a beggar. So I want them to explain this then. So if they wanted you to be a beggar, I want them to explain this. So explain this though. This is somebody who has great loss, and now you can't even be a beggar. Like, I'm sorry, now you can't be a chooser. They gonna lose them gifts. They already look. Every time I look over here, this energy is just like, this is the strongest energy at this time. At this time, this is the strongest energy. Meaning it doesn't even matter if they have something in their hands right now. It doesn't matter if they have the job position, the man, the woman, the car, whatever it was that they thought they were using to have an upper hand on you. If they even tangibly have that in their possession right now, it doesn't even matter. Well, why? Let's see. Well, why? Some of these people, this is for some people. Some people, they don't have it. But we're just gonna see why. Let's see. Well, why? If you have the thing, why so much in your head then? Because there's no peace. Because you're at peace. Isn't that crazy? So you mean to tell me these people live their lives for you though? I don't know if y'all caught that earlier when I said that. These people live their lives for you to the point where, of course, they want to live your life, but they're living their lives for you. So the fact that you don't even give a like you're still traveling. Some of you guys just peacefully went on to your next victory. I wanted to say, I'm sorry, Spirit said. Some of you guys are peacefully growing. The sun shining. It's bright. It's lovely. Y'all having beautiful days. Some of you guys are just so copacetic to the point where they're like what? I spent all this money on this boat. I forgot. I don't even know why I'm saying this. This is Titanic vibes. You built that big boat and it sunk. Of course, you in your head, you built that big boat and it sunk. Meanwhile, y'all in a, you know what I'm saying? It could even be a modest boat. Y'all can have a modest way of yourselves. Some of you guys. And for some reason, to have a boat that actually floats is better to have the Titanic that sunk. Ain't that something? The big thing that they thought the big thing. They thought they was doing a big one on y'all. And it sunk. Then they continued to double down. Exactly. They made me homeless for a few days. Worst 24 hours of my life. Ain't that crazy? So you mean to tell me they live in a house and it has no peace? And you in a modest condition right now. Whatever that could be. And at least it's afloat. Look, y'all afloat. I don't think y'all realize y'all afloat. This is big money problems. Probably legit large in size money problems. But this is big. This is like debt. This is like bills that still need to be paid. This is like accumulation of more and more debt. This is like, for some reason, I'm hearing the word repossession. Some of these people are not even able to really sustain the stuff that they have. Don't that sound like a... I'm surprised the Wheel of Fortune ain't coming out. That sounds like something's going back around. Look, Spirit said the karma that they're having for some of these people is tailored to them. It's like a one-of-one karma. I don't know why. I don't know what he means by that, other than Spirit is hitting them exactly what needs to be hit. I heard they in debt to the devil. That's big debt too. You know why it's big debt? Because you can't walk away. Now we're gonna look. Thanks Gigi, because earlier Gigi said Stockholm syndrome. So now they have to keep on going back to something that's killing them. Look, Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. Okay, this is somebody who felt like now they're starting to realize that the thing that they thought that was leading them to be victorious. Some of these things, like let's say they collaborated, because I'm seeing collaboration. Some of these people collaborated with certain people, places, and things because they wanted to have victory over you. But they're starting to see something clearly about these people. They're starting to see something clearly about these people. Look, Gigi, I knew it. Gigi, I knew it. I knew the Wheel of Fortune was going to come out. I knew it. This is karma. The karma that's happening to people is that there's so much death and decay happening around these partnerships that have already fell apart. This is people, even if they're still seen together, there's no love, loyalty, trust. There's not even a real, genuine collaboration. This is a front. This is a front. This is a flex. That's poor. Ooh, some of these people really are poor. Like, some of these people have collaborated with people. They moved in with somebody. You called it, jury. Some of these people moved in with some people, and I promise you, the people they moved in, they having a hard time sustaining. They feel like they lost with these people. This was a big loss. Something was a huge loss, okay? Some of these people, they feel like that they wish that they never came into collaborations with some of these people, places, and things, because it's been such a tremendous loss. That it's clear as day that the wheel has changed to where death and decay and destruction has entered into their life. Y'all remember earlier when I said for you, it's like the sun shining. It's like spring breeze. It's like a nice night, whatever. For them, it's the exact opposite. This is like death and decay. This is like winter time. This is like famine and winter time while you're living your best life. Even if it's in modesty. Even if it's in modesty. Craziness. These people cannot defend themselves either at this time. These people are going through ego deaths to the extent where I'm seeing that when somebody really reads them for filth, they can't even defend themselves. They don't even have the self-esteem or self-worth right now to even have their ego override. Their ego's not overriding them. Like this right here is somebody with an ego. In this situation, this will be somebody with an ego that's able to like defend somebody's nasty words. This right here is somebody who's not able to defend themselves. Because how are they gonna have an ego when the thing that was helping them have the ego has walked away from them? How are they gonna have an ego when they have nothing to compete with? Because at this time they clearly can see that justice is happening for them. They feel like life is happening to them. Everybody walking away from them now. Exactly. So why are these people in their head? Because they see God continuously cover you, bless you, protect you, anoint you even. This really has people in their heads. They might not fully know all the ins and outs of understanding it. Some of these people don't understand. To answer Jeremiah earlier again, because Spirit's bringing it back. The R word, retarded. They're spiritually dead. That people can be dabbling in spiritual works on the dark side and still be spiritually dead. Spiritually ignorant. That's people who are just blindlessly doing things and not really knowing the magnitude, the value, what's the importance of. That's like a novice going in to do stuff, because anybody can imitate, right? So some of these people don't even realize, like, how, girl, we did that though, like, but we did that to him. Yo, we did that to him though. So what the freak you mean that he's still on his boat sailing? And not only is he sailing, he whistling away. He got birds flying around him and nice, like it just looks like a lovely Disney movie basically. So what you mean? Like, they're confused. So he has to, man. So you mean, man? I feel like he played us. Mind you. How you playing this person and y'all shouldn't even. This person should not even be in your business like this. I feel like they played us. I feel like this whole entire time they always had that, and we just never could see it because they didn't want to show us. I don't even know why I'm saying that. Some of these people are seeing you on the top of the wheel. They see the Most High God blessing you, even in what you see as some of you guys feel like it's modest. And meanwhile, the contracts that they wanted to get into and interrupting, they see that nothing really stopped you though. Even if they felt like they put an end to certain things for you, they kind of still see it as like nothing fully stopped you because you don't seem to need it. I'm sorry, you guys. This is funny to me. Even if these people were able to stop something, because didn't I say some of these people are on their Titanic ship that sank? So that means that they do have, some of these people, they do have possession of the people, places, and things, the position even. That's the Titanic ship. So even though they have possession of the Titanic ship that sank, and so they feel like they did get in the way and they did end something for you, but you don't seem to need it. you don't seem to need it, and that also is confusing. How do you not need the Titanic ship? I basically, I would die for this Titanic ship, not in the best way. I would just die trying to have it. Literally die on the ship, some of them. So they died on that Titanic ship that sank. And meanwhile, they're looking over yonder as the boat's going down and they see that you didn't need it. They wanted you, they thought that you did. To them, this was everything. To them, this was everything. They would sell their left kidney and their kid for this thing. And meanwhile, they're the ones in the backfire of death, decay, and destruction in their life? What? That doesn't make sense. They're the ones in grief? That doesn't make sense. This is also a funeral card, by the way, for somebody. Now, if I get 4 swords coming out right after it, then that 100% would solidify the actual passing away. But some of these people, they burnt bridges and they realized that that was not even the path that you was going to. You didn't even need the bridge. Some of these people went out their way to try to burn bridges that was in your reality. And you didn't even need the bridge. They're like, what? So wait, she had a boat? I tried to burn out the bridge so she couldn't get to the other side. She had a boat? He had a boat? What? That's what they thinking. They're confused. They're like, when did this person... They're even thinking like, when did this person have that contact to get the boat? When did that person have the money? When did this person have the financial backing? When did the person have the talent to have that boat? Whatever the boat is. They just see the Most High God. But they see you. They see the Most High God, but they're seeing you. Does that make sense? That makes sense for some of these people. Look, this right here is grief. This is somebody who's grieving. This is somebody who's grieving. They're not just in their head. Somebody's grieving. This has them emotionally completely out of whack. Completely out of whack. Why? We know why, but they're because they didn't have the control that they wanted to. They thought that they had the direction, the control to call the shots in your life. So because they didn't have that, it's like they're grieving their ego. Thanks, Spirit. Their ego. They had an ego on them that said, I can make this person feel like this and do this and do this. I can on this person. They had that type of ego. And what they're grieving is that aspect of the illusion of that part of their ego. That part of their ego that told them that they could do that. Especially without consequences, right? Yeah. 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 Look. Shout out to this Gemini reader. Something just made me think of her. Oh my gosh, 4 swords. I know you mother freaking lying. I know you mother freaking lying. Oh, this is kind of scary. This is kind of scary. This is kind of scary. It's getting kind of spooky now. It's getting kind of spooky. That's how these people feel. These people feel like it's starting to get a little bit spooky. 4 swords is out, by the way. Somebody said there it go. Look, it's like as soon as I call for the card, it ends up popping up next. Some of these people will experience Now, okay, I feel the need to express ego death, but some of these people will experiencing, because the death energy is surrounding them, it's on them, it's in their energy. Some of these people will have to, some of these people will have to experience that. Okay, for some reason, I'm seeing it as a. I saw a kid just then. I don't wish that on nobody. My reading is next reading. I don't wish a kid passing away for nobody. However, I think that the kid aspect that I'm looking at is like a childishness. They're going to have to watch an aspect of them being their childishness grow away. So you know how like some people can have a naiveness about them, but it's very innocent in nature. Somebody say it comes in threes, 100%, 100%. But let me say it from this direction, okay? You know how some people, cause sometimes a kid can be unborn. Sometimes a kid, in this instance, how I'm seeing it is like something that they wanted to birth to come about. You remember when I said they keep holding on to something and it keeps leaving them? To some extent, that's that too. Y'all know how like in the let me say it in the spirit. I'm gonna say this in the spiritual sense, and then I'm gonna go back to the innocence, right? In the spiritual sense, let's say in the spirit, you're with child, man or woman, you're with child. The Holy Spirit is about to birth something through you. So they tried to snatch it and they tried to basically or imitate it. So their with child dies. So in that sense. But going back to the innocence, some people can have a naiveness that's in innocence. Some people can have a childish mindset that's almost in some extent, to some extent it's ignorance. It's not really innocence and naive, it's just ignorance. So that's a part of the ego death. So if some people really thought that they was the biggest thing on the block, and they kept on trying to do things to make sure that it expressed that I'm the biggest thing on the block, and the Most High God says, actually no, your Titanic ship sunk, and this person is continuously provided for, and everything's okay. That in itself can rob somebody of their ignorance, because now they are aware. Sometimes self-awareness, thanks Spirit, sometimes the self-awareness aspect also kills them. Some of these people do so much escapism. That's why they make their life, the man, the woman, the job, the career, the praise, the accolades, the validation, the car, the boat. The reason why some of these people, that is what their strong focus is because they don't have to be self-aware. If you just care about you having the biggest boat, the biggest whatever, you don't have to care about inner work. So to some people, the ignorance, what's dying to is the ignorance. No, I want you to, the Most High God just showing people a thing what it actually is. Like, no, you kept on telling yourself that these people wasn't going to be nothing, but look, they're doing just fine. Meanwhile, you just went in debt buying a Titanic ship and it sank. Sometimes that right there is the death of something that's childish. It's like not mature. It's ignorance though. It's ignorance for sure for them. So anyways, let me see what's next. Some people are going to be having car issues is what I'm seeing for some reason, but it's more so just direction. Like, what's my path? What's my purpose? What should I do? If y'all ever pick up on those thoughts, I promise you it's these people. It's these people. Some of these people are constantly going to be trying to figure out why you're healing, and they're going to be put in positions to where they need to heal. By the way, self-awareness almost forces you to confront something and heal it. That in itself is going to be hard for these people. This scares them. Some of these people, it scares them to have to look inside. This right here is also ego for me. It scares a lot of people because they feel like, well, no, I'm just going to observe their energy and come out on top, right? I'm just going to watch them and imitate them. I'm just going to steal who they are, and then I'm going to come out on top that way. But imagine the Most High God constantly facing you in life challenges that make you self-reflect instead. That's like having in front of a kid, because these people are spiritually that immature. That's like having a kid get brought into a room and the table's prepared of all these cakes, but you put their least favorite vegetable in their face. Yeah, you want to touch that? No, eat this first. They're not going to want to eat that. That's basically what it is. But also it's karma. They're gonna have to heal what they did. You're gonna have to fix and make right what you did. Do you think some of these people are gonna do it? That's crazy. Never going within to heal. They never did it. That's part of the reason why they're the way that they are. So yeah, the Most High God's like, oh no, before you go outside, no, clean up the house before you do your chores. Take care, pay your bills before you go out and party this time. Pay your bills before you go out and buy that new outfit. You can't even afford the outfit because you barely can afford your bills. Not trying to be funny, but somebody is gonna get the last laugh here. The Most High God Himself is laughing. Okay, people, there's no love here. Okay, a lot of these people feel void of love. Some of these people, they don't feel the chemistry. Thanks, Spirit. Ooh. For some of these people, there's no chemistry where they're at. This can be work, community, or love, mind you. Could you imagine? Like, you don't care about genuine connections or anything. You just wanted to push. Going back to the example earlier of buying a size 6 Louis Vuitton, and you know for goodness well you wear a size 7. You just wanted the look. You didn't care how it complimented you and the foot and what you can give to the foot. You didn't care about that. These people didn't care to actually be in a place where they actually get along. They just wanted to take the picture, right? They just wanted to post the picture. They just wanted to flex. They just wanted to say, I'm here. This is what I'm doing. Whatever the case. This is my position. Yes, I am. That's what they wanted. There's no chemistry. There's no compatibility there. Because whatever that thing was that connected them, I don't see it connecting them at this time. Things are slowing up. Things are slowing up. Because people are being cut loose. People are being cut loose. They live on the surface, wanting what looks good. Exactly. And then the ironic part about it, Jeremiah, to add, they want what it looks like, and they also want the experience of it being the real thing. Some of these people be like, oh, I deserve to just be in this role, and people to praise me and love me. Can't even reflect the work to have that. Oh, I believe I deserve to have a relationship with that type of person. Why? What exactly makes you be in that position, though? You just want it? A lot of people can just want that. A lot of people can also want something and imitate the real thing to try to have it. That doesn't make you eligible for it. Like what? A lot of people can sit there and apply it into a credit card. That doesn't make them always eligible once they do the checks and balances. I can't pay their phone bill. It's crazy. I understand where you're coming from. I'm just saying. Let's see what this is. This is the ego death again. I'm so sorry, y'all. Something about this is funny to me. This is the ego death again. Isn't that kind of funny? You thought that they thought they was hot shit, and they ship sank. Girl, what? Unhappiness. Didn't this come out earlier? Unhappiness. This is depression. Earlier, when I talked about this energy, I don't know if I did it. I feel like, I don't know why this isn't down on the board. But earlier, when I talked about this energy of them being depressed, it's like they're unprotected. You know how the Most High God's hand can be on your life and it kind of guards you? This is them being thrown out to the wolves. They wanted to be a wolf, though. So they should be okay, right? They should be okay. But why aren't they okay? Because they don't have the people collaborating with them that they wanted to. They don't even have the proper protection, thanks Spirit, from the people that they're collaborating with. You know what this looks like? This looks like I'm going to use this as an example, but fit it where it applies in your world or reality. Because it doesn't have to be super specific. It's the energy behind it. This is like some girl grouping up together, kick you out the friend group, and nobody in the friend group actually is there for each other. If it ain't about gossip, if it ain't about throwing some shots back, which how they gonna go to the club when they gotta pay their bills? So they can't even do the things to really be in collaboration with these people like that. So they don't even have the genuine aspect of actually being around these people, places, and things. Somebody said ego death. I feel like that's the key word takeaway. They really want to take our willpower. Like they learned some dark witchcraft and went to work. Like it's not protected. Yep, and they're the ones not protected, right? Want to pass around their unhealed energy, but they want to be great. Exactly. So yeah, Ain't nothing protecting them at this time. Not even people, physical people around them. This is also the spiritual realm. If these people had spiritual ancestors or whatever the case that was helping them, like, let me say it like this. There's some people who genuinely, if they didn't target you, they would have been all right in life. Some of these people would have been all right in life. Because somebody said crying outside the club is wild. Some of these people would have been all right in life. But because they kept on targeting you, it's almost as if the work of whatever gave them that position was forfeited. This is the spiritual realm being unhappy with them. This is like, what if in their lineage, their ancestors had set them up to have a great life? This is like them letting down their ancestors, the people before them. Some of these people had a praying grandmother, but they chose to do wicked. So dang, your praying grandmother's prayers can only reach you so far to a certain extent before your karma is really pushing through. Stuff like that. These people aren't protected, right? They really believe only on the darker side of spirituality. I'm just saying. When I said the prayers, that could be your own prayers. For some people, y'all were close to some of these people. Some of these people, y'all don't even know these people. But for those who y'all used to know these people, sometimes it was your presence that was protecting them too, by the way. They don't have that. Now everything is just they feel like they're naked and afraid. That's the energy. They feel like everybody can see them. Everybody can see what they did. Even you. Some of these people, they're just going to look at you and be like, does he know? Does he know that I did that? Does she know that? Does she know that? Or they're going to hear or see something that shows that you do know. And that in itself is going to be enough to make them naked and afraid. They're going to feel like, oh, I'm so exposed. How did they know this? How did they figure this out? I just shuffled up this deck. Like, what the freak? Let's try it again. Let's see what wants to fall out. Beggars can't be choosers. Didn't they want you to be a beggar? They wanted to be the one in charge of saying, no, I want to put it into this for you, and I'm going to focus on this person. They thought that they was going to be the head honcho one in charge. They thought they was the boss daddy to say this for you, that for you. Enough of that. Okay, we're going to put a pause on you. As if they're God in your life. But now they're the ones begging. I'm on my knees and I'm begging because I don't want to lose you. Yeah. Da, 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 da. Some of these people are begging to be part of friendship circles. Some of these people are trying to bribe people to hang out with them, to be cool with them. I got a piece of hair right here, y'all. It's tickling me. Some of these people are bribing people, trying to find any which way, trying to make the deal sound sweet. This is, oh my gosh, I saw desperation. I heard and saw desperation. I saw a girl saying the most desperate things to a man just so he can keep her around. Oh, well, we could just be friends. I could just be your friend, yeah. And if you need me for this and if you need me for that. What's that squiggly drawing called when you decipher it again? What's squiggly drawing? Oh, you talk about my spiritual reading that I did earlier on the 24-hour live stream? Some of these people, remember when I said some of these people are begging? Oh my gosh, this is coming out again. Some of these people are really begging. Like, this is desperate. This is somebody going against what they even feel like could be the outcome. Somebody is legit begging some people to, like, just keep them around, even as, like, a maid. I'll be a maid. I'll do this. I'll do this for you. I'll do that for you. This is desperate. I'm seeing a girl sitting there talking about something. I'm seeing a guy sitting outside a party while his girl is I don't know why I got that example. Okay, y'all. This is nothing. I don't think this has anything to do with that guy that's in the media for saying that he used to take his girlfriend to parties and sit outside for her. I don't know why that came to mind just then too, but originally I saw it as a woman. Like, a woman be like, oh no, like, no, this is just what it is between us. Like, no, I don't want anything more though. Like, girl, yes you do. Now you trying to fake act like you that man's friend or you cool with him just because you want to have some type of proximity to this person because you're that desperate. Stuff like that. And they keep on trying to hope that somebody else believes it. Stuff like that. Yep. Anywhere to bridge the gap of proximity. Also, these people don't feel victorious. Yep. So at this time, these people had selfish manifestations. that end up breaking them in the end. Isn't that crazy? Look, oh my God, I love when spirit does that. These people have had selfish motives and manifestations and actions that they took, all for their own indulgence. They didn't care about anybody else. Every action that they took to experience fullness in life, pleasure at your expense, even in your targeting, has broke them completely and will. Made, haha, that sucks. That's what they wanted to be. They wanted to be made. Once you start saying desperate demands like that, you're the maid. Like, you're the help. You're less than the dog. The house dog get treated better than you. Somebody said they try to hold our destiny captive. They get a high thinking they stop God. 100%. 100%. That's not a spirit of the Most High God. That's not a spirit that can even touch and reach God. That's a spirit of the enemy, of the devil. That's the only thing that they can do in this life, because they're destined and bound to perish. And it's happening. The unknown caller is starting to call here. Everything is being brought to a halt on them. The fact that they wanted to stop you in your life, the Most High God laughs. He scoffs at these people. Do you know what it means to scoff at somebody? Let me look up the definition. Like, to just sit there and to scoff at somebody is crazy. You sitting there basically like making a mockery of this person. Let me Google it though, so I can read it. I looked this up recently, but let's see. It's the act of laughing at someone or something with contempt and derision. Do you know what it means to have somebody in derision? That's it's basically like to ridicule them. It's like to constantly have a mockery. It's like for somebody to be sitting there crying like, it's not working. And then the Most High God himself is doing things to where he's just laughing at them. It's not working. It's not working. It's not working. Stuff like that. That's derision. That's like being in a room that you think is the privacy of your own home, to sit there and cry, and the Most High God put you on blast for everybody to see you crying. And everybody laughing at it because they're like, you're a dummy, you're a dumbass. You thought that was going to work. You thought that was your man. You thought that was going to be your man, girl. You thought you was going to break him. You thought that she was going to be hurt. You thought that was your house. You thought that was your position. You thought you was going to be the next. Oh, you really thought. Oh, okay. Why did you think that? You thought that was your destiny? Why did you think that? Like, you knew that wasn't your destiny. Well, in what world does that even make sense? Like, somebody said, what's my email address? What you need my email address for, Tyrone? I'm doing good, Spaceport Cowboy. I hope all is well. But yeah, that's people saying that. A whole group of people laughing. The person crying. I did everything. I did everything for this. I put my all and everything into this. And then everybody's just like, so what we about to have for lunch? I mean, it is, but I feel I'm already pulling my energy again. Oh, okay. The Spacewalk Cowboy. We are in the middle of a karmic read. But yeah, the Most High got laughing at these people. This is like somebody trying to, y'all seen that video? Huh. Y'all seen that video of that girl? It went viral a few times already. It's been a few years. And she's in the restaurant and she keep looking over her shoulder as she's eating her food because she's looking for somebody to pay her bill. That's like them. That's like them. Constantly. They're just desperate. Like, and it's like, you don't see that you look crazy. Like, you look crazy as hell. Like, you look thirsty as hell. Some of these people are mad because they knew for a fact, they could feel within themselves, they reached a level of desperation and thirstiness that they themselves don't agree with. But they did it for the sake of trying to get you to walk away from something, and it still didn't work. Hey, Julrae, you know the deal with them using gnats. Jeremiah, yeah, I do, but what do you want to tell me? Tell me anyways, as if I don't know. Run out the bill and shit. Exactly. It's like, dang, girl, you that desperate and thirsty? Like, dang, you kept on sending that person loving offers and messages and messages and messages. And then you thought that you was just going to be the most attractive person that they knew? He said, oh, I know, I don't know. Oh, no, I don't know. Jeremiah, every time life gets in a certain position for me, I be seeing the gnats because people be trying to figure out what's going on. It be spiritual spies. Spiritual spies. Y'all hear this just going off? It's just gonna keep going off. I don't know why people do that. I don't think I ever have picked up on those phone calls while I'm not on live. Spirit got them washing dishes in the back. And then look, they forever. Nigga be like, well, why did you think that was gonna be you though? Like, so wait, you did that and you thought that it was gonna work? Like, people, like, don't let people pick their brain, cause like to them it made sense. Oh, I have the mastermind plots. That's what they thought. They thought that they had it locked and chained down. Like, I have the mastermind plots. Nobody is smarter than me. Nobody is desperate to do as much evil as me. Sorry, you guys, I didn't dig my butt. I just readjusted my shorts. They thought that they had the most villainous. They thought that they was deep revenge towards impersonator. And you're always Perry the Platypus. Like, just like, how, like, where did you come from? Realistically, these people always thought that they was the ones that was going to do the most. They was going to go the hardest, do the most, and that was going to secure their outcome. This is Capricorn energy. That's exactly why I'm talking about the effort here. They thought that that's why they was going to submit. They was going to secure. They was going to secure the position. No, no. You secured what the devil can do with you now. Oh, okay, spiritual spies, so they can astral project. So they can't astral project anymore. I be like, this is what I think. I think that sometimes when you start to see the spiritual flies and stuff, it is because they have lost different avenues to get you. But yeah, I really feel like I need to learn way more about that though, and maybe I will going forward. Platypus gods' greatest demon, straight, greatest demonstration of their humor. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You guys, the Most High God, he's like getting a laugh out of these people, but it is quite sad because they're emotionally destroyed. Like, they're destroying themselves. Imagine a person that can't completely even feel emotions, but they're still destroyed. Upside downery and righteousness. Look, look. I just talked about emotions. Thanks, Holy Spirit. I love when He does this. I don't actually need the cards, but these people are so emotionally void to the point where you just being as great as you are, despite it being broadcasted, you being as great as you are will continuously pour out their cup. And as much as they want it to happen to you, I just see that optimism, it's just a dream that will never manifest. I just shuffled and it came back out. It will never manifest. Thanks, Spirit. This reading gives me hope. It should. El Juanita has returned. Free Padre. I'm so weak. Padre gonna be locked up until I want him out, y'all. But yeah. Look, I said what I said, and Spirit is saying the same thing. Spirit says, I said what I said, and also, really, what I heard was, it is spoken. Like, it is so. Like, everything I discussed here, it is so. It is exposed. It is spoken. It is served. This is happening now, by the way. It is exposed. It is certain. It is so. It is so. It is so. Some of these people, I heard the song, I heard withholding nothing. Some of these people feel like they have nothing. You know how, like, sometimes you can be working on so much stuff, like working for the man in the city. Some of these people don't have jobs. Big wheels keep over. Some of these people don't have jobs, but they literally have nothing. Some of these people, what do they have? Your Titanic ship sank. You have nothing. By the way, me saying Titanic ship must allude to an actor, or maybe even something to do with what's his name? Why did I want to? I'm thinking of Leonardo DiCaprio, but I kept on hearing Johnny Depp. Now people walking the plank. Some of these people, they have nothing. So why would you be accepted in?
I'm sorry, Sarah, you need to have some shoes on when you come into the store. I'm sorry, to enter this person's destiny, you at least have to have your own drive and direction, something like that. I don't know. I'm kind of, I feel like I'm kind of losing it, which makes me want to close this, okay? But these people are mad. I heard spirit say tempered. Like their temper is hot. They're mad. They're mad. They're mad because they see you. You're the one. This was supposed to be them. This was supposed to be them coming out on top. They charged at you and you didn't even suspect it, right? So even more so, they were supposed to be on top. They charged at you and you didn't even know that they were charging. Actually, they deduced you down to being such an easy feat that it made sense as to why they were going to be the one to win. Winning at all costs. Oh no, this is somebody who spent money on the check before the check came. They cashed the check before it came. They knew. They knew. They was like, oh yeah, I already. No, that's easy. Oh what? She believed in love or something? Oh, that's gonna be easy. All we gotta do is do this. Oh, I remember when I was so dumb and stupid, naive like that. Like they thought it was easy. Oh well, she playing it the right way. Oh, I'm gonna sleep with my boss, then I'm gonna get the position. Easy. This is an easy feat. Like what? They thought it was easy. I'm gonna be easily. I'm gonna be accepted. I'm gonna be the one accepted. Yeah, I'm gonna be the one in position. I'm gonna be the one celebrating. But that's not what's reflecting right now. If it was all easy and stuff, why are they in the position to where they have to rebuild? His made him a legit burn. This on fire. Fire. Look, they're constantly having to rebuild in a dark way too. Yeah, yeah. This GG. Let me find out he really is burning. His phallic burning. Let me find out his phallic not even going up no more. Not his PP not even going up anymore. Did London bridges actually fall down? Padre calling. I'm so weak. Your name's unknown and the number keeps saying unknown. I am about to end the live shortly and then I'm gonna come back up here a little bit later tonight. But these people don't have defenses, and to just close it out, when it comes to matters of passion, they have nothing to be passionate about in life. This is not a zest for life. Because the zest for life was seeing you in pain. But they can't even figure out how your boat is. Where did you get the boat? Where did you even get the boat? Their little zest of life was trying to inflict pain on you. I don't see the pain on you though. I don't see it. I see them feeling betrayed by themselves and constantly being haunted with thoughts of their actions, of what they said about you, of what they did. Because look, for some of you guys, the truth is loud and clear. Some of these people are looked as frauds, looked as criminals. Some of these people, they lied and gossip about you, and the truth is the heaviest sword here. And it put them completely in a prison. It put them in a position of being childish, of people seeing them clearly. Like, what? You said that about that person, though. This is the truth. Like, you were saying this about this person, and this is the truth, though. The truth that came out about these people. Because why? They lied so much about you. The truth is just automatically putting them in the prison. Mayat is here. Look, I don't know that much. I know enough to know Mayat brings the justice. I know enough to know that. I know that Mayat loves children and women, but she loves her people in general. This is just, I don't believe it's just children or women. I think it's men too. So yeah, people are like, oh, but you lied, right? Oh, okay. Oh, so we're trying. Oh, I know why you said that stuff about her. I think that you were scared. You were scared of her because she's everything that you wish that you was going to be. That makes sense. Now I see why you lied on that girl. Oh, you lied on her because you wanted it to be you. Oh, you lied on him because you just didn't like the fact that he was popping. Oh, you lied on your baby dad. You wanted him to get locked up because you really just still bitter. Stuff like that. People are starting to really see it. They're like, if I'd never seen it before, I just realized that you are dark. So you went out your way to actually lie about something that this person did that could jeopardize their livelihood, who they are, their reputation. Oh, you need Jesus for real. Like you are demonic. You're evil. Like you're a wicked person. So you mean to tell me you plotted for over 2 years on this man because you're obsessed with him? And because you knew he actually loved this girl over here, you obsessively stalked him and her and constantly you wanted them to both hate each other. So you kept on manipulating and getting in between that. And then you kept on closing yourself as just this innocent friend, bystander. Because you thought the man was an idiot. You thought that because you kept on like finding ways to open your legs. Stuff like that. Stuff like that. The truth is exposed at this time. It's heavy. You protect me, my spirit. I love that about you. And so I'm just saying, the truth is too big. The truth is just out in everybody's face. Imagine, look, I don't know why spirit has me saying this, but I'm gonna say it. Imagine a man came out and he had a horse on him, like a horse on him. That's something that's hard for somebody to look away. Like, even if you would look, of course, if somebody was naked, right? But if somebody had something that was abnormally large and just in your face, you might just like look like, I feel uncomfortable. I feel ashamed at the fact that I'm looking over here. But I am looking. Some of these people feel ashamed. And not only do other people see it, somebody said jury's airing everyone out. Not only is everybody else kind of like having secondhand embarrassment because they're like, oh, I can't ignore that. You ever side eye something? I can't ignore what I just seen. Ooh, girl, I'm trying to focus, but I'm kind of peeking through the blinds to hear what's happening over here. Stuff like that. There's a Bible verse like that. What do you? If you know it, put it in the chat. For them, it's a bumpy ride, literally. Gigi is crazy. If it ain't bumpy, it's definitely fishing and frying. It's definitely either frying, bumpy, fishy. Yes, terror from Satan. Stop and repent in the name of Jesus. These people need to stop, drop, and roll because they on fire. And they got some gasoline pants on their first ride to the most high, not to the most high God, unless it's to judge. To hell. Somebody said ew. Somebody said not fishy. It's a fish fry. It's not just fish. It's a fish fry. Look, y'all. Look. Let me finish. Passion is gone. Okay? Passion is gone. Just to end out the reading, you guys. This everything is okay card is in reverse, which means everything, there's nothing okay over there. Everything is being exposed. Thanks, Spirit. I thought this was the last one. Oh, every time I think it's the last one, Spirit's still talking. Everything's not okay. They're exposed. As they're exposed, you're exposed. But in the rightful light. Because really what it is people are clearing out the lies. So the more that they're exposed, the more that you're truly seen. The more that you're truly seen, the more that they're exposed. Either which way it's happening. And it's already happened. Somebody said microwave fish. Not the nuclear waste. They got some nuclear waste, some green goopy stuff. Oh. Not the waste glow in the dark. What's going on down there? Look, it's hard to ignore. Cause don't get it twisted and confused. If somebody gossiping about you, most times, if somebody constantly is talking about you, the people around those people watch you too. So this is more embarrassment for them. This makes them feel super childish. Because some of these people had people gang stalking you. So if they had people gang stalking you over lies and illusions, and it's coming out to where they're the liars, because the truth is shown, that means that even more people are watching you be truly who you are. Somebody said, spirits say they got monkeypox. And these people are utterly defeated. They're weakened. They're brought down to size. They're ants, and you're the giant. Okay? Okay? They're ants, and you're the giant. And all they can do going forward is try their best to pretend. I'm going to pretend that I wasn't just out of my mind attacking this innocent person that didn't even know I existed. That I'm actually just obsessed with them and whoever's connected to them. I'm just obsessed with her and her husband. And I for sure am obsessed with her husband. And I just feel like every day in my mind, I wear this beautiful white dress gown because it's supposed to be me that's supposed to be married to him. I don't care if I just say I'm his friend. My goal at the end of this is to confuse him. And the more that he gives me an ounce of attention, I know that it's feeding the manifestation that I did of him getting closer and closer to marrying me. Isn't that crazy? Like, no, that's legit. Like, what you see in movies is craziness. That's legit how it goes. Like, what? I know that he actually loves her. But if I just find ways to get around him, and every time he tries to find me attention, I'm going to work on his insecurities. And then I will be the one that will be married to him. And even though he doesn't treat me that way, he doesn't see me that way, and I know it, and he knows it. Eventually, I can make her hate him and walk away from him. Because I'm just going to always make sure I'm in the picture somehow. Somebody said, yes, they are jealous. I'll support and donate when you come back on tonight. Okay, thanks, Emmanuel. He said, I'll drop a band. But to me, dropping a band means dropping $1,000 or more and not less. LOL. It'll be a modest amount. I like the emote, Emmanuel. Thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah, that's called knowing exactly what you're doing. People be like that. Thanks, V. These people be calculated. Some people be waiting. Oh, in 2 years of me doing this, and then I expedite the process because then I'll do this. And then I kind of know his patterns by now. Let's say that he gets into an actual normal fight, because most people in relationships do get into places and areas of disagreements, right? Or even close to it. I'll manufacture them to be at odds. And every time he gives me some of his energy, it's going to be a direct attack to her. And eventually, because I know that he cares about her, eventually she's going to get tired because she's a good woman. She's not me. I'm a karmic. I'm a karmic. I'm going to be the type to, I can get treated like a dog. My goal is for me to be in the white dress. So I can get treated like a dog. I don't care about that. I don't have self-respect or dignity. I'm just waiting for her to walk away and hate him. And I want him to constantly hate her and express it to her. If he expresses to me attention, which is love to karmics, by the way. To karmics, attention is love. Even if it's in the most carnal, animalistic way of like, y'all know what I'm talking about. If he expresses me love, attention, and he expresses to her hate, and he never connects with her, and he's always disrespecting her, giving her my treatment, my manifestations is working. I'm that much closer to being put in that white dress. He doesn't know that I'm thinking like this because I treat it like everything's innocent. I'm the one who's desperate for a marriage, not her. We're just going to say it's her because she looks innocent. And she looks like a girl that deserves it. So we're going to confuse that energy with her being desperate to get married, but it's actually me. I just lie and say, no, I know what this is. I know what this is. I know what this is. We're just cool. We're just cool. No, they're the ones that they're the ones in that energy. And that's what that's the disconnect. That's why they're so confused on why it's not working, because they're telling themselves that you're the one that's going to be hurt. But why are they the ones hurt? Ego. People will do this, usually feel like the victim because they can't navigate their guilt to own up to it. Exactly. Karmic is another name for lower vibing being. Yeah. Not only that, some of these people is pure ego. They just feel like it almost doesn't matter who the girl is necessarily. If the man had that connection to love anybody, they would be in this energy because it's a matter of them feeling like, no, I just want it to be me. Like, they don't even give a fuck about this person, by the way. They don't give a F about the man. Obsession, it doesn't always equate to actually caring about somebody. You can legit be obsessed with somebody and just be intrigued for it for your own agenda. Some people are obsessed at the casino because they're trying to get a jackpot win. That doesn't mean that they care about the casino. They show up every day, though. They're dedicated, right? They're loyal, and essentially, right? That doesn't mean that they give a fuck about the casino. They're just trying to get that jackpot. So somebody's obsession and proximity to you and all that stuff doesn't mean they give a fuck about you. If anything, the fact that they're trying to implement this plan for their goal means that they're wicked people. Wicked people don't need to get served respect and honor of the righteous. That's when That whenever you start honoring acts like that, that's when you start to be confused. Well, why is my life not being as blessed? Like, why am I not as happy? Why am I not as grateful? You probably hitched your ride to somebody who's the devil. Their energy is of death and decay. That's the difference between being obsessed and madly in love. Same thing. What's the difference? I just kind of described it. You can have an obsession, but it doesn't always equate to you caring about that thing. Not in an emotional sense. You can have like fixations and obsessions and addictions, if you will, habits towards something. It does not equate to you actually having feelings. It could just be psychological. It could just be your wiring even. Like there's different things that can make you be super. You see how somebody's calling my phone right now? Do you think that this person has loving, like actual, I love her, I'm gonna write a note to her daily type feelings for me? Or do you think that they just have some type of psychological issue or something? Or something's making them do that. Sadistic is what they are. Thank you, Jeremiah. Some of these people, the reason why they're so committed to a thing is because low-key, quote unquote, you're committed to the thing. So that makes them committed. I'm committed to trying to find a way to hurt you through this person, or to having your position, or to find ways to just be obsessed with your energy and to prove it to you that I'm always watching. Do you feel betrayed yet? I know that you don't like when people are meddling in your business, so I'm in your business. Do you not like that yet? I know you don't like that, but hey, it's me again. Some people are sadistic. They just are obsessed with trying to make you uncomfortable. They're obsessed with trying to make you feel hurt and pain. They live in that energy. They don't want you to live outside of it. They see that you live outside of it. Difference between obsession and madly in love is one have intentions to take someone straight to hell. Exactly. I'm just letting you guys know. Yeah, keep a gun, guys. Joking. No, to some extent. Some of these people don't realize that there's somebody who's a crazed, obsessed fan of not just you, but maybe your girlfriend or your wife. Like, some of these people, they get beside you because they found you on the followers list of somebody else that they're stalking. And they figure, I gotta get close to that person. Like, some people are psychologically, like, calculated, though. They're psycho, but they're calculated. So anyways, I am still about to go in a second. But I just think that's interesting. Some of these people be charged up. Charged up into their demise. All of this is for self-indulgence. Their self-interest. Self-interest. So anyways, I feel the need to say this again. Karmics think attention is love. If you give a karmic an ounce of attention, aka love, they start to think that you're the one that's on their hook. And then they start trying to manifest it. Oh, well, they're always close and they're always trying to do this. I know this person is they start looking at this person as a dummy. Isn't that crazy? Hey, Jules, can I ask a question? With Jay, it's so crazy, Jay, that you hopped on as soon as I'm about to go. What the freak is that about? That's like the crazy woman in soap operas, what they do. Some of these people, I promise you, if you put a certain pee-pee, like a certain penis involved, don't let him have an actual bag. Don't let him have status, something that a woman looks at as the cure for her life getting better. If a man has aspects that a karmic woman feels like is the cure of her getting her life better, they absolutely act a fool. A man does it even. If a man can get close to a girl and they think that, oh, you have status and you have money, da-da-da, they themselves even get crazy for that woman. They start really selling up a dream. Like, what? What do y'all think they want? Y'all think they like the person, or y'all think they like something else? I think they be obsessed with something else. It has nothing to do with that person. Because if you put those same qualities on somebody else in front of that person's face, I promise you they're going to jump, skip, hop, and fly and do all the kind of toss and turns to do that with that person too. Thank you, Julrae, for this fire reading. Spirit was really speaking today. You're welcome, Jeremiah. Look, I'm going to be back on a little bit later. What time is it? Is it 8? Yeah, it's 8:48. Who knows what time I'm going to actually get on. I could, if I do get on, it could potentially be like a 2 a.m. reading. Or maybe before. Who knows? But I had to get situated. I had to do some more stuff. I've been out all day. As soon as I came back in, I basically, like, after I ate, I got up here. So I'm going to take care of some stuff. If y'all don't see me again later tonight, I'll just see y'all when I see you guys next, okay? But I appreciate everybody who joined the live. Somebody said they're blinded. Exactly. If you could do that for me, can I ask why my friend Julrae is? Hold on. Can I ask why my friend Eddie wants to apologize to me? I'm not sure what he wants, to be honest. Let me see real quick about Jay, you guys, before I go. Real quick, Spirit. Thank you. Do I need to shuffle? You said no. He's really trying to be in his heart center. Is Eddie religious at all, Jay? Jay, is Eddie religious at all? Because I get a sense that he like went to church or he heard somebody, and he's in a place in life, or just right now, maybe this is his character, where he constantly is trying to make it right and do the right thing. Like, I don't know if he's in a position of life where he's trying to right his wrongs. I don't think you're the only person that he does this with. Yeah, he just feels the need to like just express himself from a real heart-centered place. He feels like he also feels he's also concerned by how you feel. Like, he doesn't want whatever it is that he's apologizing about. He doesn't want you to feel bad. So you know how, like, I mean, he seems like he's a good person. Like, you ever did something, whether it's intentional or not, and you want to check on that person, be like, hey, I just want to let you know that, like, I didn't really mean that. Like, I just want to make sure everything's good between us, and you know, I'm always here for you, bro, if you ever need anything, that type of thing. He just wants to make things clear. He wants to clear up the air. Yeah, he wants to clear up the air to make sure that you or him aren't left in balance after this. He just seems like a good person. Like, he seems like he has good character. Like, he gives me a vibe of somebody who I went to church with before, or just like, you know, you ever went to church one time, and for some reason that week you got fired up. You was like, you know what? I'm a turn over a leaf. I don't know if he's a turn over a leaf person, or he just has the energy of just trying to do right. Forgive but never forget. Keep the energy safe. What is my friend ignoring me? Hold on, let me see something, y'all, about Jay. I'll be honest, his intentions, Spirit told me to read this upright. His intentions doesn't seem terrible. I feel like secretly he would want to build this friendship. Yeah, he thinks that you're a person that he would keep around for life, type of thing. That's what I got for you, Jay. Is Jay even still in here? Sometimes Jay be asking questions and then he leaves. Sometimes Jay comes in here, he asks questions and then he just leaves. I'm like, Jay, where did you go? I feel like there's every time Jay comes in lately, it's always like we're about to miss each other like this. So that's why I went out my way to do his reading just then. Y'all, is he still even in the chat? Jay, say something. I feel like I'm losing you. Say something, I give it up for you. Y'all, I think we lost Jay. Y'all think he gonna catch it? Jay keep doing this. Jay, did you get the reader, boy? Earth to Jay. Y'all, I'm about to go. I be feeling like Jay just be... I'm starting to think Jay doing this on purpose. Somebody say he gone. y'all know something? He gonna come in here the next time I'm on live and he gonna ask me another question. I'm be like, Jay, this is now becoming like a habit. Every time I'm about to do your reading, I leave or you leave. Somebody said, let me see them. Somebody said he's gone. What's the name of those cards? Oh, this is the modern. It's the Modern Witch Tarot. The Modern Witch Tarot. So yeah. I might start using some different cards, but those are my favorite right now. So yeah, y'all. Okay, you guys. Now, I'm about to go for real. Make sure you guys double tap the live stream. It will actually give me more of an incentive to come back on. I appreciate everybody. If you want to return back to the live stream and say I was in the live, I tried to get to those and respond to those. If you need me to, comment on the most recent live, aka even this one, with your question or something, and it'll give me more of a motivation to come back on soon. Stay dangerous, y'all. Catch y'all in the next live. Julrae. See you later, Gigi. See you later, everybody else. I'll see you guys later. Look, love to you all. If you need me, send me a comment. I promise you that's the fastest way, because I see that at some point more than anything else. Hit that algorithm button, folks. Oh yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I forgot to say that. But yeah, love to everybody in here. All the good people that's a part of my tribe. Listen, peace, protection, blessings. May the Most High God align you to your path. You know, removing roadblocks, all that type of stuff. To the karmics in your life, I couldn't find no house. To every karmic in your life, I promise you, I want the worst for them. I want for them what they deserve. Every single last one of them in your life, I want exactly what they deserve. How about that? Jeez, what a waste of time, Jay. Exactly, Emmanuel. Like, could you imagine he actually did sit and listen and now he's just gone, like he not saying nothing? Anyways, to every karmic energy in your life, I want them to have the energy they completely deserve. Somebody said, that's right, me too, Julrae. May that be upon them, even though we already know it's happening. But let's let the Lord expedite the process. Anyways, you guys, see you later. Love to you guys. Love, love, love. Bye. Somebody said no reply from the kid. Jay be wasting my time. I don't got time for Jay. Jay gonna pop into another live stream asking another question. I'm gonna have to do his reading. Blah 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 blah. Somebody said, "What's a karmic?" Chikizi. A karmic is basically somebody living in a lower vibrational state, whether it's demonic, unhealed, or both. And they're causing chaos amongst people, places, and things, especially divine people, people of righteousness, of the Most High God, of the higher light, people who want to do good. Wish them what they wish for me respectfully. And that too, Gigi. And that too. Okay, love to you guys. I'll see you guys later. Hi, good evening, you guys. See you later. Bye.